Oh my god, I fucking. Okay.
Just fucking hits.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yes.
Okay, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Boom. Could I put a smite into that? Cause it's hitting it. I mean, it says a melee weapon attack, but I mean,
That's not a melee weapon attack. That is a spell attack.
but I mean, it
No.
has to hit it.
It does. You also don't get advantage for flanking with spiritual weapons.
But look, when you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack.
Oh boy, it was like having super nice having Corlin in the no.
Okay.
Good now.
Wow. Fine.
No, it doesn't. It does not do that. It only works on a melee weapon attack, and that's not what this is. So no. But you did it. You did some damage. Which one are you aiming for? Indy damaged one of them. Would you be aiming at that one?
Yeah.
Okay. And how much damage? 12.
Yes.
Nobody can see this, but it's Pip has switched to yellow, and it's rotated sideways. So there you go. Oh no, I did an amazing job. I'm gonna whine at the DM for 5 minutes. Yeah, no, you're good. Good job, Corlin. Is that your turn? Anything else?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, you sure you don't want to play a little bit more?
Believe me, I definitely could. Let me go get some cheese.
Oh,
I'll be
honey,
fine.
honey, I think we all know you could. The only person better complaining than you is me.
Oh no, I'm better. Just not in this campaign. All right. So Hagen don't do anything for reasons. Do they do anything? Meh. You know what? You do see this, Corlin and Indy. Go ahead and roll perception. I will let you because you guys are right down near the water.
Sorry, can you repeat what you said?
Roll perception.
Okay. Sorry, the dogs, as you can hear, were doing a commotion.
Tell Ballyhoo to shut up.
Okay,
Quiet back there.
why did it do? I don't know why I did it twice, but anyways.
The first one is 20 anyways.
Yeah.
And another thing, you also didn't get disadvantage on the attack, so win.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry.
No, I'm talking about the spiritual weapon. I'm still back to defending myself and my DM choices. Yeah, so 20, Indy, you would notice. A couple of the Sahagin like peel off from the sharks, but they appear to be moving away from the ship. So you see that. And then it is Cleric's turn.
Word.
Word to your mother. No, don't ever say that again. Who's letting me say this crap, guys? Cleric's a bad influence.
Where are you?
Where is who?
She's under the water, right?
They're 5 feet above the water at this point. Indy has moved them above the water.
We can't see Indy.
That's because Indy is underneath Corlin's token. Let me fix that. Sorry, I meant to. But they're also like over top of one another, so you're either going to see one or the other once I put them both in the right place.
Gotcha. Yeah,
But they're like they're
I gotcha.
together.
Yeah.
Indy is carrying Corlin at this point.
Nice. So there's no like immediate danger anymore, right? Like we can't see any Sahagin.
You can't see any Sahagin. There's a shark on the ship.
Right, so there's no more immediate danger, right?
I mean, you don't know.
Ouch.
You have no idea what's going on under the water. So that's what I will say.
I'm gonna like run down the steps. So I can get to like. Yeah. Okay. Run down the steps and then kind of like side scoot, like get really like close against the rail as I go around the shark over here to lock.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna be like, Lock, what are you doing? Wait until the danger is gone, and then we can throw it back overboard. I think it'll be fine.
I am not killing the animal. I'm not letting it suffocate.
It's not
We
gonna
are
die.
running out of food. Kill the shark.
It's not gonna die. It'll be fine.
Oh, it's gonna die.
And then
Grilled little salt.
I've eaten
No.
shark before. It's an interesting texture.
And then I guess I'll just hold. You know what? I'll just hold an action. I'll just hold.
No dolphin though. We don't need the mercury.
I'll hold an Eldritch Blast. In case any more Sahagin come into my view.
Okay.
Word.
Stop. Stop.
No. You're
Word. And then I guess I can also just do an
Lyric notes.
inspiration.
Hard to inspire someone when you're dead.
Fair play.
How do you
Um,
inspire them?
And
I should have been asking before. That's my fault. What do you do? Who's inspired now?
You know what? No, are you already inspired, Kieran?
No.
Kieran's inspired.
Okay.
I'm gonna look up and be like, and just be pointing at the shark with both fingers, like above my head, like really big pointing down motion, and just going like, Kieran, look at the shark I got! Look, isn't it cool?
Tentacles start wrapping around your ankle.
Ooh, Kieran, not now.
Somebody's going off the boat.
All right. It's the shark's turn. Indy, you would also see the sharks kind of scooting away. So the two of you feel free to communicate that. But I would say we are out of the encounter. I mean, no longer in combat order. Who knows what's happening with the shark thing?
Yeah, I immediately.
Am
Sorry,
I
go
still
ahead.
going to be making ship checks?
You know, make one more, and
Okay.
yes, you would be adding your
Yes.
proficiency.
I realized that on the last one. I was like, I feel like I'm better at this than a plus. Yeah, I'm a dummy, guys.
Yeah. You've been passing them though.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait, 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 wait.
You're being
The-
helped. You're being
okay.
helped.
I was gonna say the encounter
This
ended.
is- This is how I actually inspire Tyrion. Start playing this.
Pirate hat appears
Yay.
on top of Kieran's head,
Um,
and a jar of dirt.
Oh, I
We
got a
don't
jar
get
of
the inspiration until
dirt.
after combat.
What?
We don't
All
get it
right.
I
until
guess
after.
what's inside it.
So we're out of combat. And you are able to navigate out of the sort of rocky atoll. And you guys, I mean, the ship still has the damage. Like, that's not fixable.
Man,
until
Kieran, you could really say that took a toll on the
Correct.
ship, huh?
Although, it took.
No.
We can repair a little bit of it.
It's
That's
not-
fine. Yeah.
Because it went below the 400 threshold. And I'll be
Yeah.
able to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna need some love.
And we'll just I'm gonna yoink Corlin and Indy back on the ship. You did it.
The crewmate.
Yeah, and I would tap.
Lyric's gonna move a little bit closer to Kieran and say, Kieran, I don't know if you heard me. I said, you could really say that
Flap.
a toll on the ship.
With Tyrion, his
When
eyes,
I
Locke is
get
gonna
us
do
to
something.
When I get us out of this shit. We're gonna have a conversation. Kill the shark.
That's
We
what Locke,
need food.
that's what Locke is doing, but he is crying while doing it. He's gonna cast at 5th level Ice Knife. He's gonna
Dex check.
Get a shark. Make a deck.
Right?
save.
Or
no,
it's an attack roll. It's
an
attack, then
roll.
dex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Advantage.
No, I mean it's.
Is it
yeah, I guess
willing?
it's prone. It doesn't want to die. It's a shark.
So I missed.
But it's because it's
I mean, this
you
is a-
missed, but then it needs a dex save. Yeah.
yeah.
Dex save. Surprisingly.
Wait, why are we actually killing the shark?
Yeah.
Why?
You guys are low on food, and your traveling speed is.
Dude,
Oh,
we
yeah,
have,
just-
Wait,
we
I
have
wish we had a
six.
paladin who could create.
We
food
have
in
6
water.
or 7 days left of travel and 3 days of food left.
I can
What if
create.
we had a paladin who had a spell that just created food in water, you know?
I wish
Yeah.
we had a shark
Anyway.
that could feed us for the next several days. Oh look!
The only
see.
reason I'm okay with killing it is because it did attack us.
I mean, if it helps you, Kieran's every part of the fish
Yeah.
kind of a guy.
Oh yeah. If you're
Yeah.
killing an animal, you have to use every
Yep.
part of it.
The crew members will replenish their stock
But can
of
it really
bone
be
nuts.
considered ethical if you have the ability to just
Uh,
magically create it?
Yep. It tried
That
to
was,
attack
that
us.
was just a hypothetical. I live on a bee farm. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
The crew
is what I
members
will
will start
say.
pillaging the shit out of this corpse.
Okay.
They just dive on it like tiny gremlins.
And then half of it succeeded.
It didn't. It dies. I mean, yeah, you help it on its way. Got a shark.
Well, you're welcome. Hand delivered.
Thanks, Rig.
Mage hand delivered.
And you would get from that lock, you're gonna get the full 13.
In that case, are there any more injured crewmates that I can see?
Everybody around you is missing some hit points.
Yeah, anyone with a pip has missing hit points. I think Rig's
haven't been
okay
doing-
at this point.
Yeah, Rig's fine. Rig's full health.
Oh, okay.
The crew
Anyone
members
else
are all
is at
missing hit
green?
points.
This guy right here is the worst because he's diagonal. Or
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so the
this
diagonal
guy could
ones,
use some hit
I mean-
points right here.
the ones on their sides, I'm gonna give 2 HP to. The
They're
other
fine.
crew
Okay.
get 1,
Yeah, they're all fine.
and
Everyone's good
then
then.
Indy is going to get 8.
How's Indy looking?
I will
Pretty
let you
damn
know in a
good.
second.
She got like 45 off of Coraline. Holy shit.
8 from Locke.
She
Colin
is
doesn't
4
fuck
from Max.
around.
Coraline slapped the life back into Indy.
Get up!
I'll go over to Indy. You know, we just had a little bit of such a harrowing battle, and I'll give her a hug and use healing hands and give her technically 9 hit points, but just bring her back.
Yep, perfect. Thank you.
I have to make an
My
investigation.
hands just begin to kind of glow with radiant red energy.
Hey, boss.
Are you addressing Lyric? No, it's joking.
I'm definitely not. That would be the last.
I was like,
Mega.
Yeah.
Do you need me to make an investigation check for the crew, or are they fine?
Give
To
me
see
a
what they
second
find.
here. We'll do that in a second. I can hear the dogs tap dancing in the background.
The tippy tappies, I'm
Ballyhoo.
living for it. I
Ballyhoo,
love
stop
it.
tap dancing.
Ballyhoo is
Sorry.
trying to take a nap, and they're gonna fall asleep how they want to fall asleep. Just because you
Aw.
don't tap dance before bed doesn't mean that they can't.
Don't
Just- I wa-
berate
I
me
wanted-
for a joke. Lyric's making horrible puns, and you're
And I
shitting on me
killed
for
him
a tap
twice.
dance.
I
Well, kill
killed him
me.
I
twice.
literally died twice.
Kill me.
Here.
What's one more time to the death site?
All right, there you go. Now you can't talk anymore. So I did want to say this before
And
I
then we
forgot.
fall in the ocean.
What is happening? Who just left? Did Kyrian leave and come back again? Okay. Joke's on you, I wasn't paying attention. In the future, and I don't think this is going to be a huge deal, but I have gotten a comment, and I've talked about this before. I've gotten a comment about speeding up battles, which I've tried to do this time around. I think I'm going to use the 1 in 10 rule, which means that for each God, I gotta turn this music down. I like it, but it's very distracting because I just want to dance. Bop my head to it.
Makes you feel better. I'm literally standing up and down, bouncing right now.
Yeah, like I just need to turn it down just enough so it's background noise. It's good. That's a good track though. The 1 in 10 rule, where you get one turn, which in game would be a total of 6 seconds. You get a minute, and that's just to encourage people to, you know, be ready. And I know that things change, and learn your character sheet, which again, I don't think is going to be a huge issue for people. Just to clarify though, that does not mean that, like, if you need any clarifying questions, that's not going to count as part of the minute. Like the question and the answer, if there's some confusion about something going on in the fight, that doesn't count against it. But it's just the actual, I'm going to do this. I want that to encourage that to be faster. And I think that even in like a situation where like you're a little bit like, I was going to do this thing and now, ooh, everything's changed. Having that kind of time limit, approximate time limit, can kind of simulate, because these things are supposedly happening in 6 seconds. And so it's just to try and make, and then also with the addendum that when Kyrian is controlling an entire ship full of people, that will be taken into account. And you've been doing a good job of, you know, powering through those pretty quickly. But I just want to, you are a good job. So I just wanted to, I want to encourage combat to go relatively quickly. So basically a minute, you know, minus any clarifying questions, and taking into account if you have to control a billion people all at once. And I think that we'll try that a minute with pets included, but if that ends up being too much, please let me know, pet owners who are fighting with your pets. But I feel like you guys are pretty good. Like, you know what your animals are capable of doing, and you're kind of rolling through that pretty quickly. So I don't think it's going to be an issue, but please let me know if it is.
Maybe if it's just like, if there's like, for me, I definitely don't think so. But like if Locke's controlling like multiple animals, maybe it's
And then it would be the
at
exact
30
same thing as with
seconds or something,
Kyrian.
or that.
Yeah, the same thing as with Kyrian, where we'll just take into account, like, you have an entire menagerie of nonsense happening at once. Yeah,
That
but
all
in
sounds
general,
good to me.
yeah, that's just to encourage people to move more quickly. And so basically, like, after a minute's up, your turn's over. I mean, minus, you know, again, if you're asking a question, or if you have a situation where you're controlling like a million different things at once, or if you're like, if you happen to be Jaegering somebody else's character, I will take that into account, because it has, you know, they've got things that you're less familiar with than your own character. But I don't think it's going to be a big issue. I just wanted to give a definite, like, in the future, this will be, you'll have a minute per turn. So that
Hey.
being said,
Piggybacking off of that, if I can ask a quick question for you about the ship combat from now on. Did you feel like this was a good amount of crew members?
yeah,
If you
I think
want, I
we
can
said,
put in my notes, this is how many I will have. As
'cause
far
you
as
have
like
10
able to
on
do
board.
things.
Yeah, because other people are going to be doing other stuff. Like, you've got people downstairs shoring up the sides of the ship.
Mhm. Managing the sails, all
just-
that shit. Like,
managing the sales, also like downstairs just in case like
Yeah.
Who's your
something
sales
were to-
manager?
Oh.
Rig is one of them. You're okay. Hang on.
Can I be the sales manager?
Hey, Megan.
Damn it, we lost him again.
I felt like 10 is very fair. I am fine with 10.
Yeah, and I don't want to also. He's back.
Dwight Schrute.
Hi. Yeah, that's fine because then like also downstairs, like they're downstairs in case like God forbid somebody like somehow blew something up, they'd be down there to deal with that nonsense.
Yeah,
kind of
cannons,
depending.
all that stuff.
yeah.
There's a lot for the rest of the crew to be doing.
Yeah, so I think
Okay.
that works.
So I will make a note of that. And I've also, if you need it, I will send it to you, but I can keep keeping track of it. I've made official like time of day. These are the shifts. These are when these people are on shift, just so that we don't have to worry
I will
about
let
that
you
again.
keep track of that because I don't
perfect.
want to worry about it. Now at this point, everybody who has answered the PC question for today, you get your new DM inspiration. Which I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is all of you who are here. Except for Watcher in the Dark, you don't get yours, so sucks to suck. That's it. We're done with this, I believe. Oh, and you're searching. Yeah, you're searching the body.
Of course.
Loot the corpse. Yeah. Give me a second here. All right. I want you to roll. Roll a percentile dice. But I want you to tell me first high or low. Never. You have to re-roll that. That's my fault because I was not quick on.
I mean, I will always do low, but
Okay,
I
I'm still
want to
gonna have you
re-roll
re-roll
it
it
because
because
I
I
don't
want
want
you
to.
to- yeah.
I don't want it to be cheating.
It turns out it was more low.
It was more.
Okay. All right, and then now you can roll investigation, but just roll with advantage because they're helping one another.
What is their intelligence? I don't know.
Not
if they even,
much.
It's not big. Intelligence is flat, so it's 13.
Okay. Oh, I was looking at the 6. I was like, how? All right, that makes sense. So you're gonna find some stuff. Give me a moment. Why did I close that tab? I'm an idiot. I will let you know what you find. No. They find some money. I'll tell you how much in a second. All right. I'm gonna have you roll a d10. No, I'm gonna have you roll again because that's not what you find.
Aww.
Yeah, no, yeah, you
3.
really want some electro? You really want an electrum?
I don't know. 3.
They find, yeah, no, you don't find electrum. I refuse. So you find 12 silver pieces. Go ahead and roll again.
Oops. 3. 7. Sorry. So,
Okay. And 20 copper pieces. And a small leather pouch that is like hidden, that they found. I mean, it's not like well hidden, but like it was like tucked inside of like basically like in the bottom of the money pouch, and like in an extra kind of flap of fabric kind of underneath it, but they find that.
They would probably. They
I
have.
will walk over with my eyes wide.
They
and I
will
reach
not
out
give
and I
it
will
to you.
say, "Oh my lord, is that a pouch in a pouch?"
They immediately walk away from you. They have specific instructions on what to do with things they find, and
We
that's
do not have a good record with things that we find.
One time, I'm defending Lyric again. One time.
No, I was talking about the hoarding the hoarding one that
Oh.
we found. That's what I was
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about.
Okay. Yeah, pouch in a pouch. Yeah.
and Davin just kind of walks up and hands it. And Kieran will just kind of tuck it away. He'll worry about that after his shift.
Cool.
Did they find a trident or any kind of weapons?
Yeah, they would also have weapons on them. Hang on.
I mean, they would. Yeah, their instructions are pretty specific, but like weapons, they are free to give out to anyone who gives interest in them.
All right, they would have a spear on them. That's it. That's all they got is a spear.
Nobody asks for the spear. They would also bring that to Kieran, who will just set it on the ground.
I mean, would anybody like a spear?
No.
Actually, he'll offer it to Rig if no one else takes it.
Does Rig have proficiency? Like, I don't feel like they have spears.
It doesn't tell what their weapon or anything proficiencies like that are. They have special monster weapons.
Right. I don't know that if it's not on there. I don't know that Rig would be proficient in a spear.
Okay, then never mind. Wanted her to have something better than a dirk.
Rig's a lover, not a fighter. She's not really. I mean, not really even that. She's terrified of people and also doesn't like to fight. Indy, I believe, gets a spear weapon. Only, and then same thing with Coraline. Do you have a ranged weapon?
Let me see.
Because the spear can be thrown. I mean, I realize you throw it, it's gone. But that's if you are proficient in it, that's an option. Just throwing that out there. And theoretically, depending where you're fighting, it's collectible. You can go back and get it.
Well, I have a bow now.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you had a ranged weapon.
Yeah, I ended up getting a bow.
Yeah, I lost my
Okay.
boomerang. That's what I lost a while back, but that's it.
So, I mean, you want a spear? Let's see if you're proficient in them. I believe you are. Spear, yeah, you are.
Yeah,
You have a spear if you want to.
All right, I got a spear.
I thought you were. Yeah. So it just would do, I mean, it basically looks
Yeah,
just like
I'll
a
add
pointy quarterstaff. And you can use it as a melee weapon. Does it have... It doesn't. Spears feel like they should have reach, and they don't. Do they have
I know.
reach?
Oh, really?
don't.
No?
They don't. They
That
have.
feels
Aw, man.
bad.
They're a real undervalued weapon. They're a versatile
what?
1d8 weapon that doesn't have
alright,
an extra
though.
damage die when it gets bigger. It's
Uh,
the mess.
Here's the thing. That's stupid. So add the spear, and then I'm going to customize it, and you
They're
can
like-
get reach.
Historically, spears are
Thank you.
the best
Best
weapon.
weapon.
Yeah.
Like every
you add a
culture.
spear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your boomerang you need to remove because you lost it, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did.
So
remove it.
remove that from your
going.
inventory. But where is the spear? Did you add it or no?
No, I'm trying to, but nothing's coming
Oh,
up.
okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Let me know when it's in there. While she's figuring that out, we will go with anybody want to do anything else?
I will tell Rig she can take the rest of the day off.
And she will very gratefully go and do that.
I point in the direction that the sharks went, and I can't say the word. What's it called
The
again?
Hagen.
Shahagan. I wanted to say Shahagan, but anyways, Shahagan went, and I just let everybody know that's the direction that they went.
As long as it's away from here. Shit.
Did they take anything at all?
Actually, I mean, it's kind of calmer waters now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll fish the pouch out now that Indy brings that up and kind of open it and see what's in it.
Sure. What I will tell you is it is encrusted in like barnacles and stuff. So I can have you roll
Sexy.
an investigation check, I guess.
But look in a pouch?
It's no, the pouch is, you open it up and there is just something that is hard to distinguish. Pouch is not encrusted in barnacles. Excuse me. That was
Oh.
confusing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Guess what, guys? I don't have negatives to my intelligence checks anymore because I'm barred. It's a flat 19.
Okay.
I'm smart.
You
Go Kyrian.
see, I'm just gonna have to change the name in the spear with 10-foot reach because I can't actually change the reach to hit, damage to hit. No, it doesn't do
No
anything.
problem.
So I'm just gonna change the name because I can't actually do anything else other than that. Spear with 10-foot reach, like a normal spear. Okay, so Wolfgang.
Who? Go back to bed.
Shut up.
Ballyhoo has opinions about the spear.
Ballyhoo has night terrors. You see a glimmer of red underneath all of the sort of like just buildup of being underwater for a very long time, but you can't really tell what it is because the whole thing is covered for the most part. Whatever underneath is red and shiny.
Real quick while I'm holding. Am I holding it in my hand yet or no?
It's up to you. Are you holding it in your hand?
Well, that's what I'm gonna. As I'm looking at it currently, am I holding it in my hand?
You're holding the pouch in your hand. You
Okay.
didn't say you took it
'Cause
out.
I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if. Yeah. I'm gonna real quick cast detect magic.
Okay.
See if it registers.
It is magical.
Fuck. Okay. Over the next 10 minutes. Do I have to hold something to identify it?
I think it's
Touch throughout the casting of the
touch.
spell.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Mhm.
Do I know what school of magic it is? Is it just flat enchantment or is it like
It's,
necromancy?
Do you? I don't know. Do
I
you?
do. With detect magic, I know what
No,
school it
I
is.
know. Give me a second. Shut up. You don't know my life.
It's your mama Mancy.
Yeah, exactly. It's Nunya business.
We've been
None
doing quite a
yet.
few of those lately.
None Yancy.
None Yancy. Ooh.
Oh, where'd you study? Oh, the School of Nunyamancy.
It's literally it's just abjuration.
Yeah, sure.
Just the
I'm
school of
gonna
nope.
say that it is difficult to pin down,
Mega.
is what I'm gonna say.
Why? I feel like this
Uh,
isn't anything and you're just fucking with me.
You get like, yeah,
Vibe check.
hang on. Yeah, you get a vibe.
It's your vibe.
Oh no. Give me 1 second here.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna identify it. It's fine.
You,
I die,
yeah.
I die.
Well, I mean, you get some stuff. I mean, you get kind of a variety of things. Like,
It is what it is. I
Yeah.
mean, I'll do this. Just beforehand, I'll keep it sort of. I'll flip the pouch kind of inside out around my hand. And I will.
like a
yeah,
glove. Yeah.
Yeah, like what? And I'll create a dagger in my hand and just scrape some of the barnacles off. And what I'm really trying to get out of here is this another orb? Does it look like that? Because that's the only
roll-
thing Kyrian has encountered so far that fucks with the magic that he's used to.
Roll. I mean, Dex, just to see how well you know, you'll just do it. Don't roll. That's stupid.
Don't do this to me.
I mean, you're not gonna.
I don't want to
Yeah,
die.
you're fine.
Unless this
It
is the
could
way that
be.
you want Tyrion to die. I thought we had a different
It
plan
could
for
be.
that. But okay. It is what it is. I identify over the course of 10 minutes, ye old barnacle ball.
Barnacle balls. It
Just
is.
gonna.
Yeah. Anyone do anything in those 10 minutes? We'll get to you in a second.
Fucking Tyrion Barnacle Balls. That's his new name.
Barnacle boy. Just need mermaid man. I just need mermaid man, and I'm a complete character.
Anyone doing anything else?
I mean, just to make him wait, sure. Let's see, what can I do?
Tentacle
gonna-
explodes out of the deck and pulls Lyric overboard.
I'll do a little song of rest. If anybody wants to if anybody's curious about taking possibly a short rest, I could do a song of rest.
Do people need that? I guess would be my question.
Well,
I guess not. We healed.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
People get spells back. Maybe I don't know.
Oh,
Nah,
does that?
not
Yeah.
far.
Does it make you do a? Yeah, and key points. Yeah.
Ah,
That's,
good point.
so yeah.
Wait, is anyone
Uh,
missing HP? Because if so, that's still helpful.
Yeah. And also, if anybody is missing any HP, you can spend hit dice, and if you spend one, you get a free extra D8 courtesy of your local bard.
No.
Just checking. I think Ballyhoo is good to go. Otherwise they'd bop on down. But yeah, so anyone who wants to roll hit dice and get anything back that you would on a short rest in 10 minutes instead of an hour. That is correct. I'm not crazy.
What?
Sure.
No.
No.
No,
Oh.
Song of Rest just makes it so if you spend hit dice during a short rest, you get an extra D8 of health on
Yeah.
top.
I'm thinking catnap. I'm thinking catnap. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. It's still an hour long.
This is fine. So if anybody needs it, you get that.
I'm gonna help prepare the shark for storage.
Yeah.
And you're welcome to get some stuff if you want to, like teeth.
Not a lot of
Ooh.
bones, but a lot of teeth.
Yeah, Locke will
More
take a couple of
teeth.
teeth.
I would like a
Um,
tooth.
More teeth. More teeth.
A million teeth. Coraline, you
Actually, I
said
would
you're
like
helping.
I would like 7 teeth.
Oh,
The plural of teeth is teeth.
teeth.
I would like 7
Um,
teeth.
So Locke and Coraline, if you guys are spearheading this,
Mhm.
either both roll survival or one of you can roll with advantage.
I'll give her advantage.
Well, what's your modifier?
+1.
I have a +4.
Yeah.
Okay. But I also roll shitty. Yep.
So-
That seems about right.
There's a lot of teeth. You're fine. Bless could still be up.
Yeah, they have like 300 teeth.
Bless is an ability check.
I
Bless could still be up at this point if you did that right at the beginning.
don't think Bless is it. No, it's only attack
Attack
roll or
and
saving
saving
throws. Yeah.
Never mind. All right. It's okay. That's okay. We
Guidance.
like you anyways. Here we go. Guidance.
Her.
Add a D4. Here you go. 15. All right. You get some teeth. How many teeth do you get? You get. What's your proficiency bonus for is 4 plus 4? You get 11 teeth
Okay.
that come out like solidly in good condition. There's a lot of teeth, but it's just getting them out is
Mm-hmm.
without stabbing yourself.
Okay. Just-
Locke
She'll-
is gonna
she'll-
keep 2.
Oh, Corla was gonna keep 2. And give the rest to Locke.
Okay.
Oh, we'll
Then
just
what-
hand them out.
Wait, can I have some though?
And then I'll once I've been
Oh, yeah,
handed the
that's-
handful, I take 2 and I hand the rest to.
Yeah, it's literally perfect. Lyric gets all 7 that he was wanting.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hell yeah! And then I promptly hand them back to Corlin, and I say, Corlin, could you help me make these into a necklace for Jewel?
I think I could do that.
Like that's gonna get you out of the doghouse.
I will roll my eyes at Kyrian and then say, thank you, Corlin. Let me know when you have some free time. I mean, I don't know when you would ever get any on this ship, of course, but
Of course.
Arian rolls his eyes at that.
All right. 10 minutes are up. Identify.
Arian is sweating.
I want you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, God.
Okay, I want to see how good I am at these first. Okay,
guys, I got greater
bad.
restoration. We're fine.
I'm not terrible. 22.
Okay. It is very powerful and it is very old, and you felt this before. But the amount of time that you are sensing on this one is almost just beyond what you can fathom. I mean, it is beyond what you can fathom.
Would you
This
say
is-
it's fathomless?
Shut up. Guys, Kyrian dies.
I'm just saying.
We have a lot of zombies in this.
You're dropping fast.
I've died so many times, guys. I died in my backstory.
It wouldn't move.
I'm just thinking of that meme of James Franco and he's getting hung and he's just like, first time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it is infinitely older than any of the other ones.
Even my.
Hand off of it. Shit. He'll wrap the bag back around it, tie it closed, and set it again in his pouch. Again, we'll deal with this once his shift is over. Because he's not going to make someone else get up and take over his... Kyrian does his job. So I'm out of commission until 7 p.m.
Okay. And we've already rolled for what you guys are going to do. So unless there's something specific that you guys wanted to do, like conversation wise, we're just going to fast forward because everyone's made rolls for this week.
Yeah.
All right. It is evening. It's dinner time.
So Cressa takes over. Kyrian thanks her. And then he kind of will pay a visit to Allie, Miss Cook, kind of ask if she'd be so kind as to make them another meal with the shark. And then he will ask again that it's brought up to the quarters because they're going to have another long night. And he's also just going to be gone for a good 30 minutes after his shift. He's going to make his rounds to the different people he knew were working at the time and just check on them all. Make sure that they're okay. Specifically saving Rig for last.
I'm so sorry. I'm dealing with Ballyhoo here. Being ridiculous. Ballyhoo.
All good.
Good job, Ballyhoo. You're a good job.
Yeah, so if
Like,
anybody
I
else has
almost
something
got the
they wanna be
mailman.
doing, if anybody else has something they want to be doing, I'm fine waiting on that.
Making shark tooth necklace. Or
Yeah.
earrings. Necklace or earrings?
Necklace.
Necklace.
You
Okay.
make it a
Or-
combo
Or
set.
Kano Los
Combo
Dos.
set.
Whole set.
Yeah. Maybe like a necklace with 5 and like earrings with 2 of them.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's
So, like,
dope.
The biggest one is the centerpiece on the 5-piece necklace.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
like one of those bib necklaces that just kind of fans out. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
All right. Tell me, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? What's this gonna look like?
Well, now that we've described it like this to this detail, I actually want to draw it. So I will actually draw it IRL, but also, what are we doing? Oh, I don't know. What are we doing?
You would have received instructions from a random passing crew member. Kyrian wants you guys in his quarters.
Sleepover
if you have the
time.
Got something real important to talk about.
Word.
Get your PJs.
Red silk.
I'm. No.
No, don't you do that.
He has said this. He has specifically.
Oh,
Yeah.
stated
Never
that
mind,
he
never
has
mind. I
fancy
thought
pants
for a second I
PJs.
thought he was doing that specifically because there's a red orb now.
No, his favorite color's been red for like
I
the
know,
whole
I know.
campaign.
I forgot.
His-
That's my
His
fault.
goddess is the ruby sorceress, my friend.
More art, more
But
art.
I would like to have a quick conversation with Rig if that's okay.
Let me finish what I mean. Do
Yeah,
you know
once
what you
they're
want it to look like? Or you want to think about it more?
I mean, like, I want it to be pretty simple. Just like, whatever is the best. I'm assuming we're probably gonna have to use some sort of string, like twine or something. Like there isn't some sort of there's no neck like chain you could put it on or anything like that. So just be some
Not
sort of
one that would work for a necklace. It'd be
Yeah.
unless Jewel was goth.
Yeah,
English.
yeah, which is a vibe. But anyway, yeah. So like string or just maybe like a twine or something. And then I'm assuming because these were hunter sharks, right?
Yeah, they real sharp and pointy.
So they're probably like real like wicked looking. So
Mhm.
could maybe if there's like some like copper wire or something on the ship that we could use to like hold each tooth to the twine, if that makes sense, sort of like wrapped
I
around the top of the tooth.
know what you mean. I am gonna say I cannot think of why there would be copper wire on the ship. Feel free to correct me.
The electrical systems.
There's not any.
No,
Ah,
there's no copper or anything on this ship.
Like I can't think of why there would be.
Rats.
But I mean, people have stuff, in their inventory. Now is the time to delve into your inventory, guys. Indy, make sure you're attuned to all of your attuning items because you were not attuned to your winged boots.
I mean, hear me out. I have a box that is lined with lead, and if you
Nope.
want to shave
Nope.
that into,
Nope.
okay,
Hard pass. Sorry, my friend. Do not want
Oh,
to
'cause-
give my girl lead poisoning.
Um,
But I appreciate it. I do have my like costume gear, bard
You could-
costume gear, and my disguise kit. Possibly if there's like a necklace or something in there that would have the.
I was gonna say I have a hunting trap, so I'm sure possibly I could break some stuff off of that if needed.
Where the fuck is
say-
Talar when you need him?
Oh, Talar.
I would say you'd be fine between the two of those things. You'll have to get a new. In fact, you would have wire. I don't know that it would be copper. Copper's it'd probably be like less pretty, more practical. But Corlin might even have wire as part of that.
Locke would have copper wire.
Oh, for your spellcasting components.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, the
You'd have,
super common spellcasting component.
Massage.
Yeah, I guess maybe we'll go ask Locke if he has some copper wire I could use just a little bit.
yeah.
Well, if we all have to meet up in the captain's quarters anyways, then
Perfect. Yeah, we'll just do it there.
yeah.
We'll work on it while we talk.
So that's fine. I'll have you roll for that later. Indy, sorry. First of all, Lyric, I'm noticing, and this could be for a reason, but that you've added riding horse as a place to store things. Is that so you know you have a riding horse, or is that specifically so if you have stuff stored on?
That shouldn't be there, and I don't know why it is. It's because under extras, I put riding horse under pet because I have all of my different polymorph.
It should be there if you ever want to like put something in saddlebags.
Okay. Word.
Yeah. Okay. I just thought you had added that somehow, and I just wanted to make sure you knew that you could add it under extras. But if it automatically does that because it's like a thing you can carry stuff on, that makes sense. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yep. Didn't know that. Never added a pet that could carry things like that. Okay.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't notice until you just pointed it out.
Yeah. All right. This is fine. Yeah. So, Indy, you doing anything before? Okay. Ballyhoo chases some rabbits in their sleep. Their little hands switch a little bit. And Locke, you doing anything before you get into the captain's quarters?
Just the stuff I had been rolling for, and then I'd head there. Nothing extra.
Oh. Okay. Indy, you said no to Coraline. I thought you were saying no to me, and then
No,
I
you're all
realized what you
good.
were saying no to. Did you need to do anything then? Now that I understand that was not directed at me.
You're good. I was gonna spend some time with Nibbler, and work on Lyric's name.
You've already rolled for anything you're gonna do this week.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay, no, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So we're assuming that everyone does what they rolled for in that time period. And Kieran, you're up.
Yeah, he'd just go kind of find Rig and can I bug you for a second?
Okay.
I'm sorry about all that. So things are getting kind of crazy around here. And I want to make sure this is still a place you want to be.
Before.
I mean, it was odd job for sure, but I just want you to know you're not trapped here. You're not a prisoner. If you ever decide that you don't want to be here anymore, you can tell me.
I don't know where else I would go. This is my home.
Kind of smiles at that. Do you have enough money? We're going to be on shore soon, and if you want to go do stuff, I can give you some money. Do you have enough?
Maybe stay at a place that had a bath, like a spa.
Yeah. And he reaches in his pack and he will hand her 20 gold
This is
in a little pouch.
I would need though.
That's okay. You go have fun. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to have some time to yourself, take it. If you want to come hang out with us, absolutely, but you've more than earned that. And he will
She
walk
kinda
away before she can protest.
Rolls her eyes a little bit. You see just a very tiny eye roll and like a half smile. And then she kind of just tucks into a smaller ball and keeps reading. She's got a book.
Good night, Rig.
Night.
Oh, fucking hell. All right. And he'll go up to his quarters. Where I'm guessing everybody's waiting.
We
That's a chicken.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the token for the Sahagin. I'm assuming once it had been looted,
Yeah,
it
the
was
crew members devour it.
yoinked. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, everyone, please make sure you move your token where it's supposed to be. Also, everyone can get rid of like bless and how healed you are, since we're all healed up and there's no combat situation going on. I'm gonna for now get rid of all the things on rig because who knows if this if this token's gonna be rigged the next time around. But where's the last one? There we go. All right.
Mass change HP. I can't. Okay. Yeah. So Kieran comes in, kind of like sits down on his bed, and like the flowers that Corlin put, kind of like float up a little bit. Kind of rubs his face. All right, guys. I feel like we're having this conversation every week. I found another one.
Another one.
Another one.
DJ Khaled shows himself out.
DJ Khaled, we the best. Sorry.
Kieran commits suicide.
Lyric turns and nods his head in agreement with Corlin and says, "Congratulations, Kyrian. You played yourself."
Had to
I'm
do
gonna-
it to him.
I'm gonna kill every single one of you. Oh no, this orb is getting to me. All right, so here's the thing. And he kind of will briefly unfold it so that he shows the red orb still having a lot of crusted like barnacles and shit on it. And then he'll close it back up and tie it off again.
Oh,
Just give me a second. This one's different.
How?
So every
Yeah,
time
go
I've
ahead.
identified one of these, I have gotten a sense of like how old they are, and they're old as hell. Actually, better way to put it might be old as the world. But they're real old. This one's way more. I mean, I can't. It's like if every time I identified one of the ones we have right now, you said, well, that's about 10 miles. This one is light years. I mean,
What's that?
this one is worlds away. It's more than
Oh shit!
what I can. And it, Mega, did Kyrian get a sense of what that wisdom save felt like?
Just to
Or is he
not
even
be, I mean, all it was like being overwhelmed by like a sense of time that is
Beyond my
almost
grasp?
too big
Okay.
to comprehend, and
Yeah.
and that's basically what you get is this is mind blank years old. Like that's kind of what
Gotcha.
you're at.
Like every other one, whenever I've identified them, it's been a lot to take in, right? But this one, I mean, my mind went empty for a second, and I felt like it could have been bad.
Shit.
And I mean, Corlin's was spooky, right? But like not until it talked about killing people. This is pretty terrifying before I even put it in someone's hand.
Alright.
So if we
What do we
want to
do with
use
that?
if we want to use this one, and I know people are probably going to protest,
Yep.
Yes.
and
Valerie, who says yes.
he just points at himself.
But you already
you
have
already have one.
He nods.
Don't get greedy.
I don't
He
think.
shakes his head no.
Just because we have it doesn't mean we need to use it.
Didn't you say
nods
that
again.
your other one couldn't even not be with you unless you died?
I don't think that's how it works.
Alright.
Why don't we just not use it, or touch it, or look at it, or think about it, lock it away somewhere, and then go back to Calicdemit and give it to the Cobalt Soul. There.
That's an excellent idea.
They'll probably know what it is. Or at
But-
the very least be
I
able to
don't
figure it
know
out
that
and
they
know what to do
will.
with it. Seems kind of like their wheelhouse.
I mean, we think that these might be involved with
Look,
our search for Omen, right?
Yeah,
So either way, I mean, it doesn't mean we have to use it, even if we.
I don't want to give it to the Cobalt Soul.
no, we should keep these if we're going to see him, and he knows what he has some idea of what these are because they have some idea about him. So it's better to keep them on our person. If y'all want to talk to him, that's fine. But
Okay, so
We
even
should
if we
keep
keep
'em.
it, I don't think
Okay.
we should use it though.
Okay, that's fine.
But
the
maybe if
thing
we
is,
can
I
make a
don't wanna-
sketch of it, I can ask the Cobalt Soul about it.
I don't know that we should even tell them that we have these.
I think that is dumb.
I mean,
Why?
we
Why?
can
Because
even
they're
just show them-
above they're above temptation, or they're
Well,
above corruption. I mean, I'm confused. I know that Indy's fantastic, but I don't trust an entire organization.
I mean, we could use them to try to get information on
Right.
them. We don't have to tell them we have them per se.
Right. So
True.
a bunch of
I
a
mean,
bunch of
that's
random
true, but
people ask about
they
millennia
have to
old
have
relics,
resources though.
and they're not gonna
Yeah.
ask questions.
Kyrian, have you met the Cobalt Soul?
Don't have to. People are corrupt.
Kyrian, have you met the Cobalt Soul?
No,
Have you don't know what they do, you don't know what they're about, you don't know who they
I
serve.
know what Indy's told me.
Okay.
And so far, everyone has been on the level. I do understand what you're saying, but I still think that they're a great resource for us to
Here's-
even just try to find
I-
information out.
I'm not arguing that. I think they're great. You know, they serve IU knowledge, all that. That's fantastic. Both Corlin and I have gotten specific instructions from the person that we serve, who is a deity. Now, I don't know if mine is, but Corlin's is. To find
awesome.
these and either protect them, use them, or lock them away from other people.
Okay.
So if we go to a information gathering place and say, "Hey, tell us everything you know about this thing," and they know what it is, there are going to be questions and they're going to want them.
Man,
I mean, that's
we
a
had-
possibility.
I wish we had somebody here who was like an expert in talking to people. Perhaps navigate that situation.
Same.
What's your right? We should we shouldn't use
don't
our
have-
resources. We should just go blindly ahead and follow
Well-
your
Right, so I don't know why you're being an
creepy
asshole.
orb deity.
Okay, let's all take a deep breath and calm down. Okay.
Let's just think about it ourselves and see if we can figure out a way that we can use a Cobalt Soul without, possibly causing this.
I mean, they definitely know
Think about it.
so much more than us. So we
Well, I'm
can
gonna think if
we can
there's a way that I
we can absolutely take advantage of that without giving away, our.
I mean, I could just start looking in like relic kind of books or different things like that. Like, I'll
Yeah,
see
they've
if there's
got like
a way I can do that.
a big library of like nerdy shit. So like you don't even have to talk to somebody. You could just go in there and just start looking.
I believe
just-
so. So that's a good place to start.
Quicker.
Well,
yes.
let's see. We can tread lightly. But I still don't think we should use that one at all right now.
No.
Because what if we find out that there's something underlining with all of these and we've already have several people connected to it? And what if that one's even more
And, yeah, and
dangerous?
could still be on the up and up. Like, I don't know. It's just, it fucked with my head just touching it.
Right.
But like in
Right,
a
okay.
bad way?
Like, it was too much for me to comprehend, so I took my hand away. It literally was blowing my mind.
I wonder if it would be something that Talar would be able to manage. Not that I agree with anyone using it, but
Talar's not here.
no, I know.
Maybe I could ask mine.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yours is definitely more kind of like
Okay.
Well, hang on. No. What? So we're just gonna freely tell.
What can they do? They're just a little
thing with her
orb.
Well,
deity,
hang
I
on,
think.
no, because that's a good point. They didn't even know that they were colored orbs.
If we're gonna be, all like, oh, we can't, we have to be all secret from the people that we know serve good, then we should probably do that to this cosmic deity that we know absolutely nothing about as well, and these weird orb things, right?
Well, maybe she could ask the
The mines.
Is that fair?
But I mean, my orb knows about the other ones because we talked last time about them, and he
That doesn't
says
mean
that.
Does that mean that that they know that we have other
Yes.
ones?
I
Yeah.
think that they do at this point. But what about the Wild Mother? Maybe you could try to ask her because she's the one who originally had told you that, right? That they were involved in our search.
Well, when
Or
I was
something like
first
that?
told about quote unquote find the moon and stuff like that, that wasn't the Wild Mother.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The Wild Mother told me that that finding Orem, right? Omen, that's it, yeah.
Omen.
Finding him, he would be a great ally. That's what she told me.
Hmm.
I mean, I was planning on when
Wait,
we
the
got
Wild
back.
Mother told you that?
Yeah,
Oh,
she told.
so
Oh.
that's good.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I think that was a session you missed when she. But yes,
As far as you can tell.
with her chat with the Wild Mother, she
I
was
trust
told.
the Wild Mother.
Yeah. Once we got back to land, I was gonna go and kind of try to talk to the Wild Mother a little bit more. I don't feel I can do that properly on this ship.
Okay. So at least we can take those two routes. I can check books in the Cobalt Soul and just, you never know.
So
can
should I
check there.
ask my little guy or no?
I mean, I feel like they all know about each other to a certain degree already. If, there's no use hiding that, I
Can I-
don't think.
Can I ask a question that's kind of been bugging me since we found it?
Okay.
So, we found this one on a body of a fish person who randomly attacked our ship in the middle of the day. That's not a coincidence, right?
No, that's
No.
real weird.
And last time they tried to take something, right? Well, when we were attacked before, so.
I mean, that just
Have we-
feels like. But I mean, they weren't. I guess we don't know if they were connected to it.
Well, the other one that we found that Corlin has, we found on the other ship. Then
Yeah,
this
I
one
found that in their
we
safe.
found on their person. But why would an unseemingly sharp person be carrying something so ancient?
And the fact that the other ones just kind of like left. They didn't like even try to fight us off. Like,
Is somebody trying to give it to us?
I
I'm
don't know.
gonna clarify. First of all,
Okay.
they're not shark people. They're Sahagin. They look like
Sahagin.
Okay,
little,
sorry.
like lizard folk. There were
Oh, yeah.
Sahagin and sharks.
Right.
Separate things, not the same.
Shark people were
Um,
the lady who stole the orbs on the back of the ship.
well, we don't know
Okay.
they were a lady. They're a bitch, but we don't know if
Person.
they're a lady. Yes, the person.
That I blame Kyrian for that nonsense. And then secondly, I mean, it didn't look like. I mean, it was unidentifiable. Like it was covered, completely covered, minus like just a little sliver that you rolled high enough to see on your investigation. So there's no reason. I mean, like they might have had it because they knew what it was, but it wouldn't have been like you guys know you have to touch these things to attend
Right,
to
right,
them.
right. Okay, because that's kind of what I was confused about. I didn't know if. Okay. I don't know. Just a thought, I guess. Just weird how we found one, and then we found one way later, and then now we find two in the span of a week. Crazy.
Yeah.
It's a little.
Might not
Yeah,
be. Might
I do
be a
agree.
crazy coincidence, but like,
Yeah, no, it doesn't sit right.
I just don't feel good about this one. I'm sorry. I
So do we
I'm
agree
gonna
to kinda
ask my
keep it
orb.
away?
I say I'm building off of the fact that you don't feel good about it is why I'm so skeptical of it. That's really the only thing. Well, I think maybe we should just be careful with it until we get on land, at very least.
Yeah, I was gonna
We're pretty
put it-
vulnerable here.
I was gonna put it in the safe,
I think that's a
Okay.
good idea.
Yeah.
and Kyrian will lean over, kind of click, 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 undo the safe, and stow it in there, and then close it, spin it, and slide it back under his bed.
And I mean, if these do end up being powerful weapons, and not dangerous for us to use, then by all means.
I think they're both.
Probably.
That's what. Again, I don't know a whole lot about any air quotes deity, but they said that there were some that were good and some that weren't so good, and that I was supposed to use the ones that were good to help and lock away the bad ones.
Well, I think we're on our way.
It's just hard. Like it's hard to know because like I don't know what a bad one constitutes, right? Like is that a bad one or is maybe I don't know.
That's where the research comes in, my friend.
What
I'm-
specifically was said that you're talking about?
Me?
Like, yeah.
During a vision that was talking about the moon, which was a big old orb that looked just like the one that I had. I
Mhm.
said, "What am I supposed to do with these?" And they said they didn't respond, and they said some of them are good, some of them are bad, paraphrasing. And then I said, "Okay, well I will use the good ones to help us and lock away the bad ones." And a million voices all at once said yes in my head,
Okay.
and then I was forced
Right.
awake.
No problem.
So that's what Kyrian's going off of.
Can I ask my orb?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna take my orb out. Viridis.
Corlin, today was a glorious day.
It was a pretty good day.
It has been long since I have tasted
Tyrion?
blood.
To answer your question, that's a bad one.
Shut the fuck up.
Why? All she
Anyways.
said was, "Yeah, it was a good day."
Yeah, you didn't hear anything it said.
Just a hunch. Just a hunch.
Shut up.
Just a hunch.
I mean,
I
okay.
mean, we didn't get to do any major damage, but we did okay. We did okay, I think.
I tasted on
Anyways.
the essence- I feasted on the essence of several creatures.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, was it because I casted that spell? Did that help you?
That tasted good.
Oh, okay. Well, that is
Oh.
good to know. I do have a question though. So you know how there's you, and then there's a whole bunch of other little dudes and dudettes and whatnot. Is there any that are older than you?
It is possible. I was not the oldest.
You're like a middle child.
Like
Why?
way older, Cole. Way older.
Shut up, Kieran.
I'm trying to help.
Because I think we found another one, and my friend was identifying it, and he said he got a bad hunch, his mind couldn't even wrap around how old this thing is. So he doesn't want to talk to it or have anyone else talk to it. But he says that it seems like he's older than you.
I am not the oldest. It is possible. Tell me more about this other.
It's red. And that's it. It was covered in barnacles and other sea stuff. We didn't even
Thon.
what?
Thon.
Dawn?
It is Thon.
Oh, Thon. Okay, it is Thon. It is so who's that? What's that?
I do not know. I just know the name.
Oh, okay. Do you know if they're cool? Are they chill?
Not as cool as me.
Oh, okay. Well then. So then, not cool at all.
Anything, Cora?
Oh yeah. So Virdis said that their name is Thon, and they are definitely not as cool as Virdis.
All right.
But their name is Thon.
Does the name ring a bell at all? Probably
Yeah,
not.
that is the first month of the year.
Oh.
I was gonna say that sounded super familiar.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are in the second week of the month after Thon.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Do we know what the months are? Why the months are named? What what they are, or like were they named specific? What?
Oh, I will let Lyric and Kyrian and Coraline and Indy roll. Sorry, Locke. I just feel like each in different and so let's see. Four, it might be different things for each of you. I'm going to. You know what? I lied. Locke can roll religion if he would like to.
Okay.
Indy can roll either history or religion. Man, Lyric and Kyrian, why don't I have you roll?
Performance.
No. I will let you roll history or history, but I'll let you guys add I'll let you add your full proficiency bonus to it, so you get another 2.
What do I get to use?
Coraline, you get to use. Jeez, this is weird. I know. Just thinking of like who. This is gonna be so stupid. How can I do this? I'm gonna let you roll insight. Are you proficient in insight?
I am.
Okay, that's fine. Just I was gonna give you proficiency.
Okay.
So Kieran got a nat 20. Good job. Let's see what
I'm gonna
everybody else
use my inspiration.
Oof.
Man, fuck me.
Okay, so I'm looking. Indy got a 16. Locke got a 25, correct?
Yes.
Kieran, what's your total? I know it's a nat 20,
Nat
but just
20, it's 4. 24.
okay, 25, 24. Okay, Lyric got an 8, and Coraline got 11. I would say, all right. Kyrian was rolling history. Locke, you were rolling what?
Religion.
Religion. Okay. And Indy was rolling. So the 3 that are the highest are history, religion. Locke is religion, everybody else is history, correct?
I
Correct.
believe so.
Yeah, okay. What I will say, Lyric and Coraline, you guys have just heard various different stories. You've heard stuff like, I mean, it's more like, Corlin, you would have heard it just from being around, like, your family was a chatty bunch, you know, just, and they would just tell all sorts of stories about different things, and, you know, so you would have heard just a bunch of different stories. Lyric, same thing. You would just have been around a lot of stories growing up. You know, something about, like, it was some ruler whose name was lost to time, or it's the name of the god who lives in the sun, or the Thon lives at the core of the earth, and, you know, like, just a bunch of stuff. None of them have anything to do with one another. You're not sure, you know, like, that any of them have any kind of basis in truth. You just heard just a variety of nonsense throughout your lives. Okay. History. Indy and Kyrian, but then Kyrian, you will get more. Indy, you are not 100% sure, but you feel like maybe somewhere when you were having to study, like, world religion, that there's some kind of obscure cult somewhere that worshipped somebody called Thon, but you're not 100% sure where that was, or if that was, like, something that's current, or if it's something that just is historical, like, you know, in the past this has been a thing. Tyrion, you know that there is, to the best of anyone's knowledge, no current Church of Thon in any kind of iteration, but that it is one of those names that is used in, like, oh, this, like, as a sailor, you know, you would have certain things that you kind of say as, like the sailor equivalent of Gesundheit, you know, where it's like you're warding off something, right? So it is a name that invokes like, power, some kind of power that's worth trusting to, you know, to watch over you, kind of a thing. Specifically for, I would say you would know this as a pirate, for kobolds and dragonborn. You know that that's something that you've heard them say. Maybe harder to understand some of the time, you know, but just as like a, almost something that is I want to say, what am I trying to think of? Like a superstition, you know, the same way that like the word zounds came from a bastardization of saying Christ's wounds. Like, they have that. Thon is something that they kind of, and it never, like, quite made sense to you, but you knew it was something that was important to them. And it's one of those things where if someone who is not of any kind of similar heritage were to say it, it would be considered gauche. It would be considered, like, you know,
So it's
a
kind of
white
like
person.
how Tyrion just, like, prays to Umberlee even though he doesn't worship her, just because that's something that has been instilled in him through culture.
Except for that's a culture of his upbringing and his
And this is
position in
more
life, and this is
lineage.
more, yeah, exactly. It'd be
Okay.
like a white person walking around using African American dialect. I mean, that's
Gotcha.
what it would be like, essentially. Yeah. So it's something that, like, you've heard, and you know it's something that's deeply culturally important to them. Locke, you know that you, at some point in your, I don't say youth, but like when you were young enough to do, Locke played hooky. I mean, I feel like that's pretty fair to say. Like he was mostly good, but occasionally he would just, I'm not up for it. Ooh, something shiny, right? I mean, I don't think it was more like, ooh, I'm gonna be a bad. It's more like, ooh, yes, but what if I did this?
Tyrion's
you
in town.
Yeah, exactly. And you distinctly remember at some point when you should have been like, you had found a book, just like it was, you found it on a shelf, in the office of this woman whose name I totally know. Characters. The head priest at your church. What's her face? The elf. And you took it because it looked cool, not with the intent of keeping it forever, but like cool looking book. This is a little tiny book. Where's my thing? Lore? Is that where I put her?
Probably.
Yeah. Marion. I feel like her name is Marion Willow something. Marion? Yeah, Willowfire. Hey, look at me go. I know things. Yeah, baby. In her office, like just on her bookshelf somewhere, just in the middle of a bunch of other books. And it just had it looked neat. It was leather bound. It was very tiny. It looked like it had been crafted by somebody, like a master craftsman. It was very well made, but obviously like handmade with immense care and skill. And it had like gilding on the leather. Yeah, it just looked cool. And so you just wanted to look at it. So you had taken it. And then like in class when you were supposed to be doing something else, you had it just like tucked into another book and you were kind of reading through it before you got caught with it. And then, like just some minor punishment, extra chores kind of a deal. The mention of Thon as being there, it was very dense is what I will say. And like I don't know that you would have like necessarily gotten far in reading it.
Right.
But something about Thon, like you remember something about Thon being the beginning of everything. But it was like a theoretical thing. Like there was a bunch of other stuff there, like maybe Thon is this, maybe Thon is that, but something about Thon being the beginning. And like, capital letters, underlined, italics beginning. And that's what you remember, that somehow this person was theorizing that is where things came from. And then you remember also some kind of like sketch, like a beautiful the illuminated manuscripts from like old Gregorian chants and stuff like that. Do you guys know what illuminated manuscripts are?
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone not know? Let me just do that, because if you don't, I will post one.
I do not.
Will show you. You'll write beginning of Shrek.
Yeah, I don't.
Illuminated manuscript. It's
interesting.
where like, so basically people like a long time ago, people were not literate, and so they'd make stuff like the Bible. They'd make it where like basically something about the story was illustrated at the beginning, to give so they'd open the Bible to that page and you go, oh, this is the story we're talking about today, essentially. Like that's the context in which I am aware it was used. I'm sure the same was true of other kinds of stories. This is copy image. This is an illuminated manuscript.
Real fancy picture book.
Yeah, so sort of like that's not the picture that you remember, but that's what it is.
Right.
And this person was of the belief that Thon was some kind of like super powerful, mega ancient dragon. And so there was like this beautiful illustration with like gilding and just gorgeous illustration of a kind of pinkish red dragon.
I will add that adjustment to what I wrote.
And I'll share that with the group, and I assume Ballyhoo wakes up for a split second, goes pinkish, and then falls back asleep.
Ballyhoo's sleeping. You guys do whatever you want with this, but I'm not gonna roleplay someone else's character.
But Kyrian shares it. Kyrian will share his information. I don't want to re-speak all of that, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Right, so that lines up, right, because Dragonborns, kobolds, like, powerful ancient dragon. I have a bad idea. I mean, it might not be bad. It's just an idea.
Okay.
Right, so
Uh-huh.
if... Okay, so hear me out. And he kind of sets Aura up on his desk and hops up onto it. Alright, so if these orbs are like colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if one of them's named after the first month of the year and is a dragon, what if they're all named after months of the year and are all word dragons and their color is like the dragon they are?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we haven't
So mine's a green dragon.
all
Wow.
kind of crazy anyways.
It's like dragons are like, like powerful and stuff and like, I don't know.
Should I
like
ask
whenever
mine if they were a dragon?
That's what I was going to do. I was going to ask it if it's a dragon, and then I was going to start like listing off the months of the year and see if any of them sound like their name.
Yeah, I mean, it's not crazier than anything else we're dealing with.
Okay. You go first.
I go first, okay. Viridis.
Wait. Hang on.
Yes, Coraline.
Shit.
Too late, Kyrian. Hi, honey.
Time out. Look, just ask it if it likes Cheez-Its or something. I don't know.
What are Cheez-Its?
Fuck, I don't know. I'm panicking. Hang on. Do we know anything about dragons? Like, are some of them better than others? Like, I know dragons are scary as shit, but are some of them good? Like, I know, like, the big fuck off, like, that religion is, like, super surrounded by, I don't know. Are dragons bad or good?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe it's
Coraline,
like
did you
everything
want
else.
something?
Yes, I'm sorry, honey. Do you know a lot about dragons?
Maybe. What can I do to help you?
Were you once a dragon?
The price has been paid.
Oh, okay, that's okay. So cool thing is, you know that the red one is Thon. Well, Thon is also like one of the months, like in our calendar, when we tell time and stuff like that. So there's like other names. Could I list them and could you tell me if one of them was your name? Or could you not do that because the price has been paid?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm going to try. I'm just going to name some. Let's see.
Hang on a second. Let me open a thing.
Go say it. This is
I don't know.
this is gonna get weird.
Well,
Because
that's the year, and then there's
the
days
only
of the
reason
week,
I thought it would make sense that Kyrian knows there's different kinds of dragons is because of Three Dragon Ante, and that's his favorite game. But I
You
would
remember what the high
know.
card in that? You remember what the high card in that is? Mhm.
not a pink
believe.
dragon.
I believe Ruby's the highest card in that. I don't remember very well. Would Kyrian also know, like, because part of the rules of the game is what dragons are good and bad.
Oh, that's true.
I don't want to metagame this, is what I'm saying.
Or do you have proficiency in Three Dragon
I
Ante?
do.
Then you would know some of them. You would know that the Ruby Dragon is good. It's the highest good, like basically there's like the highest good dragon, and like the highest, I gotta open another thing. Jesus.
I'm sorry. You can come back to me. You can come back to me. It's fine. I'm not important right
Well,
now.
let me
I just
finish this conversation. No,
Yeah,
you're fine. But let me finish this conversation. But I will.
do that.
Yeah.
I just don't want to metagame. Yeah, go for it.
I don't remember what you were asking anymore. Please re-ask.
Corlin was gonna list off the months of the year and see if any of them rang a bell for her orb.
Was that what you were gonna say? Oh yeah. You were. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so we know who Thawne is, and that's the first month. And then we're in Hubot?
But
Yeah. Does that sound familiar?
No. Are
Okay.
we killing them?
No, it was just a month in the year, so I was just seeing if maybe that
Right.
yeah. Okay. Next one. Dar? I can't see it with the little thing over it.
that is correct. You're saying it right. What's over top? Oh yeah, that's a D. Everything else is not covered, right? It was just the one because of the.
Yeah, just because of the square, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I can like.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
I'll scoot that in on the other side. All right, there we go. Sorry. I do not know Dar.
Okay. Isan?
I do not know Isan.
Okay. Oh fuck. I'm gonna fucking butcher all of these, Mega. I'm sorry. What is that?
ER.
I was gonna.
I definitely would have said Eeyore, so I'm glad.
There's no.
No, Kiri
Yar,
would say
matey.
yar.
Oh.
I do not know ER.
There? Zir?
I do not know Zir or Zer.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Is that Taz? Taz?
I do not know Taz.
Ab? Does that sound familiar?
Hmm?
I do not know Ab.
Can't insight check that?
You can.
Okay.
It says GM roll.
We see it.
No, I
Yeah,
don't know
we
what's going
definitely see
on,
it.
guys. That's totally fine.
Oh damn, that's
Forloon?
I'm gonna exit and go back, guys. But it's why is it not?
If you,
Jimmy.
I will say, if you rolled for any of the other ones, we didn't see anything else. It's just this one is the only roll of yours
No.
that's come through.
I only rolled to insight for this.
I'm talking to Mega.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I mean, Zorin, do you know why?
GM rolling. Why
Yeah.
we can see that?
Yeah.
My only guess would be if you go to your settings, possibly, and maybe it might even be in like the main settings,
Like
like,
outside,
out of
yeah.
the
Roll
but
variance.
otherwise, or like hide GM rolls, probably like a checkbox, something like that. But otherwise, it might just be the game or the Roll20 being a Roll20, you know.
So you rolled a nat 20.
Yes.
they don't sound as confident on that one.
Okay. Okay.
And that one was Taz, right?
No, that was Ob.
Ob. Okay. I'm writing all this down.
She'll take notice of it, but she won't say anything, and she'll just keep going.
Okay.
Let's butcher some more. Alul?
It's Ilul.
Ilul?
I do not know this.
Okay. What about Awa?
I do not know this Awa.
Oh, what about Shri?
I'm just gonna shorten this. It does not.
Yeah.
You don't get any kind of hesitation on anything else.
But that one she did.
I'm gonna update that as we go. And so Kyrian is also waiting for Corlin to give him signals as she's listing off these names. Would she have kind of made a so-so mark on Ob?
Yeah,
Okay.
because she noted that for herself too, and she specifically did insight for that one since he seemed to take a little bit.
And then going forward, now that conversation's over, Kyrian does or does not kind of understand that the whole chromatic versus what's the other word?
Metallic?
Metallic, good versus bad kind of a thing.
I mean, what I will say is this: a ruby dragon is not a chromatic or a metallic dragon.
Right.
You would say that.
The gem dragon.
So what do we know as far as that though? Like, do we know that chromatic is bad and metallic is and metallic's good?
I will let you go ahead and roll. I mean, with advantage. Roll. I guess history, but with advantage, and add your proficiency lyric for sure.
I just don't know if Kyrian would know if it's based in truth or if it's just a game.
Yeah, you can roll. I'll let you roll history with advantage in that case, and you can add full proficiency, but that's about what the game is based off of. Give me your total, because I'm still trying to fix this stuff.
Yeah,
I got a
so
22.
lyric 22. You would know that chromatic dragons tend to be evil, or are evil, not tend to be, in various different iterations, right? I mean, you would know, some of them are more like animalistic, but intelligent animalistic, compared to just straight up animals. And some of them are just straight up basically like the mustache twirling villain, but with a breath weapon. And you would know that metallic dragons are good, but then you would also know that there are a lot of dragons that are thought to be extinct. And I would say with the 22, you would know that some of those that are thought to be extinct are gem dragons, and not a lot is known about them.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm writing this down for you, Lyric.
Okay.
So going off of that, looking at these orbs, well, I should say this. Would Lyric have mentioned that during this talk?
Yep.
Okay. Looking at these orbs, are they giving off any sort of, this one kind of looks more metallic, this one kind of looks more just chromatic? Because I know, the way I'm imagining them, I'm imagining mine is brassish. And Corlin's is just flat green more so.
I mean, Locke's and Kyrian's look... Corlin's is not flat green, it is striated green. It's in the lore channel, first of all. And, I mean, Locke's and Kyrian's look metallic.
Okay.
And then, Lyric, you would know, the standard metallic and and chromatic dragons with that roll, so you'd know all of that stuff.
Like kind of like poison and
Well, I mean, the colors at the very least. I'm not going to give you like every single thing about dragons, but
Okay.
like you'd know like these ones are the good ones, these ones are the bad ones.
word. Oh, okay. Yeah. Definitely seems like something that Lyric would know.
Yeah.
Like he would have like read about in his
Mhm.
books.
All right. Cool. Locke, you want to take a spin?
I'm muted. Okay. Yeah, and Rock will start going through the names. Skipping Thawne, and see if R knows any of the recognizes any of the names as either being his or familiar in any way.
Sure. Give me 1 second here. Trying to fix Roll20 at the same time, and I hate it so much. All right.
Do you want us to take a break if you need to do something?
Oh, I don't think I can fix it if I have a break. Is the thing.
Let's roll your super shiny physical dice.
I could.
Yeah, you
I
can.
could. Yeah.
I'm always down for an excuse to get
You
someone to
guys
break out
just-
physical dice.
I like that. Because I honestly gotten out of the habit just because we started doing everybody using digital dice in Kari's campaign.
Yeah, it's
do
kind
you
of
guys see?
almost like that's what a GM role is anyway. It's like we don't know, you know.
Oh,
Perfect.
Oh,
you're fired.
It's perfect.
Open. Oh, okay. I know I can
Oh,
do
did that
this.
sound sassy? Oh, that sounded sad. I'm sorry. That was supposed to be like, hey, this is great. This works out.
I picked it up.
My bad.
I still love you, Lyric.
Thank you.
When I was rolling during the combat, did you guys see any of those rolls or no?
Like once. There was a
I didn't.
Just for the damage against the ship, but I mean as far as the
no.
attack rolls and stuff.
No.
Just
I
out of
didn't.
curiosity. All right.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Canvas token.
There was one more. There was a D4 roll when you rolled for how much damage
Oh,
Indy yanked out.
Yeah,
of
for
herself that we
Indy.
saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I literally I rolled that. I don't know that I
Okay.
didn't
Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
do anything with yeah. I hate it. I just want to know why it's messing up. I'll roll physical dice. I'm just annoyed that this is not behaving.
I looked online for you. Apparently, it's just a thing that happens. Like, there's no good explanation for it.
Ah, so it's just
That's a
roll 20
glitch.
being roll
Yeah,
20.
it's
Gotcha.
it's just a glitch. Like, there's no.
That happens.
The fight.
Yeah, there's no fix. Like, you could always. It says like people say like reload, and sometimes it fixes it, but
And that showed up, I'm assuming, because that doesn't say GM.
That did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't for anything. It was just me seeing if anything helped. I did fix something else, though. Good job, me. All right. Well, I mean, I'll deal with that later. We don't need dice right now. But, I don't remember what the question was. Please remind me what I'm doing right now.
going through the names with Locke's orbs.
Oh, with
Orb.
lock. Okay.
And remind me, everyone who has better memories than me, Locke's orb was the coppery one?
Mercury.
there is no copper one.
Mercury.
What was that? Mercury one. Okay, cool.
Um,
There is no copper. Yeah, that's right. Cool.
You would not get any kind of. I'm just going to tell you, it doesn't seem like your orb really remembers anything specific.
Okay.
Oh, the music went out.
No, R doesn't recognize any of those names as being familiar to them in any way. So
I wonder if that's because, well, because y'all's shoes aren't like, what did mine say? It's not like awakened. or
I don't know that
something.
you know that yours is awakened.
No, we just kind of know that yours is like more.
They had to pay. They had to pay a price for something.
They're just more coherent. Like they're more. That's all that we noticed. I think was just that it.
Yeah, yours has always been more coherent, Corlin.
Yeah.
Like since before anything else happened.
Would it
Yeah.
be worthwhile to insight that at all, or
Yeah, you can insight if you want to.
might as well? No.
Oof.
Here to be doing anything weird? Did you want to do something? Kirian's making a face.
Yeah, I mean, I am. I'm debating giving you my inspiration, but I kind of want to use it on mine.
You have inspiration. You can use it.
I already
Um,
used mine.
I'll give you my inspiration then.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Ah.
Oh, nice.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
That's some tough toenails.
Nothing seems to click.
Yeah.
And before I do mine, Lyric, how long does inspiration from a bard last? Is there a time limit on that?
10 minutes.
10, so it's way past it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let me write this down real quick. Okay. And then I will
Hey,
do
I'll
this.
grab Kirian's shoulder and I'll say, I'll just kind of like, at some point earlier, I'll just kind of be like, I'll grab his shoulder when we're all in his room and I'll just be like, hey, by the way, that fight earlier, it was kind of cool, like, supporting you when you were doing your thing with the ship. Like, that kind of actually felt like I was doing like a first mate thing. Like, it kind of actually felt cool. So, it's good fighting with you. I'll give him inspiration.
Woohoo! Gay!
Let's
do you?
fucking go!
And my orb is brass colored. Okay.
Yeah, right.
And I will do the same with Aura. So I will go through the different names, skipping over Thon, and see if any of them stick out to Aura.
Maybe you should ask her about Thon as well.
Yeah, I wanted to do this without getting too deep into the roleplay of it, because it's going to take a long
Fair
time.
enough.
If we did.
Skipping Thon, going through everything.
Mm-hmm.
I would say you get a reaction, not a definitive reaction, but just a hesitation at Awa.
Like, when
What
you
is
say
it
hesitation,
saying?
you mean like pauses unsuredly and then says no?
Slight hesitation before they say that they're not really familiar with it.
And then he will ask, would it bother you if I started calling you Awa?
Fine, Kirian.
Okay. And Kirian will mark that down and he will hold up the paper and show it to them all. It just kind of says, Thon, definitely the red one. It says what it says in the notes. Maybe Ab, and maybe Awa. Awa. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I mean, I'll ask you, Megan, do you think insight checking that would even matter? Because I
Check
already
if you
noticed
want
a
to,
reaction.
I mean, do whatever you can. I don't. You can if you want to. It's your choice.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still do it. I think he would be kind of checking that, and I will use Lyric's inspiration It's a D8,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't know that
Take
was
you
a
on
thing.
a date, buddy.
Yeah.
+3.
Wait, whoa, okay, so 22 plus 3, okay, so it's
25.
25. I just thought that was very cute when you said Alba, Alba, and I like the meme that Corlin did.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Rest in peace, Pudgy man.
Pudgy,
He
can I
was
get
a
an
legend.
hour?
Rest in peace, my good boy.
He was.
Sorry, I'm still chuckling over that. Yeah, I mean, you feel it's hard to tell, but it doesn't seem 100% convinced of what it's saying, but you don't think it's lying to you. You just get
Right.
the, like, it says it, but there's like a seed of doubt in there
Mhm.
when it says it.
Okay. And he's really, when he's listening, he's trying to see if there's any kind of, in that hesitation, if there's any kind of notes of familiarity. Like, oh, that one maybe? But I don't think I
it
get
doesn't
any
seem
of that.
100% certain.
Okay.
Yeah, it says no, but like it doesn't
Okay.
say it with as much confidence as it does the rest of them.
Okay. So then he says, thank you, Aura. I got a hell of a story for you tonight. And sets Aura back down. So I'm stupid, right? I'm clearly the dumbest of our group. But I think with everything we got here, I think I have kind of an idea. And it's out there. But like, what if they're all used to be dragons or some shit? There's a price that was paid and it made them into little balls of magic. And then if that's the case, what if the way they look is the kind of dragon that they were? Is that far off?
I think you might be onto something there, my friend.
Okay, so like Lyric, does that tell you anything about whether they're good or bad?
Well, it tells me a couple things. And the first thing that it tells me, and I really want to stress this because this is incredibly important. You are very intelligent, my friend, and I don't want you to say that you are dumb or talk about yourself as if you're not smart like that. I don't like it, and I don't want to hear that kind of self-talk. Agreed?
Yeah,
I
You
just mean I'm not as good at piecing things together as some of y'all. That's all I mean. I don't mean dumb. as
I
in, like,
just
I'm an idiot.
completely disagree with you.
I would disagree with that too.
Okay,
Yeah, I
I'm
would
sorry.
say.
I appreciate. Thank you.
And then, as far as whatever else we were talking about, no, I'm sorry. I think you, but yes, no, I think I think that probably they're probably dragons. Yeah, or
Well-
representative.
But like those
At least.
colors, you said that some of them were good and some of them were bad, right? Like just inherently.
I hate to say that anybody is inherently,
Lyric, help me.
but yes.
Any of these stick out to you?
The
Like-
orbs?
Deep red one, this one, and he holds up Aura.
Yeah,
Locks.
the ones that aren't metallic for sure.
Also, the red one's not deep red, it's like a pinkish red.
Oh, it's a pinkish red.
Yeah.
Like
it
the
like-
jam.
Yeah, is it like? Do you have art for that one? Like you
Wait,
had
is
for
it
Coral?
like a gemstone looking?
It looks like it's inside a barnacle. Like it is, you can see a sliver of it. It is not deep red. It is like
Okay.
a,
Wait, you haven't broken it out of the barnacle yet?
I
Yeah,
thought I
take a look.
did. I thought I did.
I
That's
mean-
what I kind
Well,
of.
so I'll say I'll point to the ones
Right.
just because I just genuinely don't remember what colors which ones are, or what they look like. I'll just point to the ones that aren't metallic and say that those are probably the ones we need to worry about.
Corlin's got the only one that's not metallic. Everybody else is because there's right now there's 3 of you, right? Locke, Cam, Corlin.
Okay.
Corlin's, I mean, Corlin's is in lore. It's near the bottom.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It may not be metallic, but it's pretty cool looking. I don't think
It is.
that's
you know, and you know what, Corlin, you know what else? You know what else is cool looking? Dragons. But the thing is, some of them want to eat you.
All I'm
So-
saying is, out of character, Michael is so much more afraid of Corlin's orb now.
Yes. Yep.
I think that's
So much-
ridiculous.
so much more afraid. But yeah, Kyrian will kind of, again, doing the glove thing, take the red orb back out, the whatever color it ends up being, and make the dagger again, and kind of try and scrape away enough of the barnacles to where we get a better look at it.
We're using just a regular dagger, and that's why you can do that.
I'm not
That's
using a
gonna
regular
go a lot
dagger. I'm
faster.
using a magical
I was
one.
literally just getting ready to say you can do that, but it will destroy it. This is your thing. That's fine. It
Yeah.
takes you a bit. Give me a moment. Goobity boop.
Give me a break.
Oh,
Give me a break.
Because Michael knows a lot about gem dragons because I'm a nerd. Does Lyric know about gem dragons? Other than just they were thought to be extinct.
The character? I don't think so.
that's what Kyrian's looks like.
Yeah,
Just I'm getting that out there too.
very helpful.
Like a cannonball.
Give it a da.
Now I see
Ball,
why.
that ball looks green as hell to me. Is that
It's brass, but
brass?
it's like it's like aged brass.
Yeah.
Brass balls. This is
Bingo.
what Locks looks like, except for it's swirly. Like the little pock marks and bubbles kind of underneath them. The texture gets swirly. Almost looks liquid. It's not necessarily swirly
Zoran,
color.
I'm adding the kind of chats for you to see what colors they
Gotcha.
are, if just in case.
Yeah, you can also change if you can change. It's just it looks liquid on the inside almost.
Okay,
is
I
what it-
will add that.
No wonder everyone's hating on Corlin's orb because hers is clearly the
Evil.
coolest looking.
Evil.
No,
Evil
I'm
is
sorry.
what we're
Her
looking for.
orb is gorgeous.
It is.
And
Like-
Listen, just become really good friends with that orb. That way, if it turns out evil, at least you'll be saved.
bro, that's
like-
not how those kinds of dragons
I want to
work.
lick it.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
No, but Michael knows
it.
that, and I want to throw that fucking orb off the ship.
I love it. It loves Corlin, so you know that's all that matters.
I was really hoping Kyrian was gonna get that information because of card games, and I know that it was stupid to think that, but God.
Go ahead and no. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand just to see how long this takes.
Sure. I mean, I'm not very. Okay, well, I guess I'm good at it today.
And you're a bard too.
23.
Hey.
You're motivated.
All right.
I mean, he's
it is-
being real careful. He does not want to touch this thing.
Okay. Well, it's also okay. Whatever. This is
Wanna
what it
get
looks
possessed.
like when you finally remove it from its little shell. It is.
Oh,
Oh,
It
it's
looks
so
like
pretty.
It's a butthole.
that.
I'll take that one. I'll hold on to it. I'll hold on to that one. Lyric will hold on to that one.
Just can't.
actually, just to check, is that a blue star, or is that just the reflection that it gives off?
Not across it, it's inside it. It looks like a star
Inside it.
sapphire or star ruby, which is they have an imperfection. You can have sapphires or rubies can have imperfections
Mhm.
that create that kind of star. It looks like a star is inside them. Yeah, so that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Mine is still cooler.
So just to be clear, like this thing looks like if you had to prescribe a thing to it, it would be ruby.
It is pinkish red.
Does it remind me of the Ruby Dragon card?
I mean, the dragon card is art. It's
I
not
mean,
like a
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just.
dragon.
So I'm asking this question for my own visualization in my brain of it. Like the brass ball, I know brass is typically like I guess like orangish or something like that, or yellow. I don't know what color. If you
with a green patina, essentially.
sure,
This is
so would
pink-
somebody who knows like what that kind of stuff, like the colors,
You
and
know
all
what?
that looks
I'll
like?
give it to Lyric. This looks this looks like it's not cut like faceted the way it would be in jewelry, but it does remind him of ruby. He would know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, his eyes would like widen, and he would be very interested now.
And Kyrian, still kind of holding with the glove, goes, right, so,
Get a friend.
No.
and he points at Aura, metallic, good. Yeah, Lyric?
Yep.
Points at Viridis, not metallic, bad.
You don't know that.
They
Just go with me on this.
And it-
No.
This is Corlin. It's all theoretical, but yes, theoretically, yes, and it would be chromatic. Yeah,
Yeah, like if it's a drag. Okay, chromatic.
chromatic. Yep,
Isn't,
yep,
isn't
my
that a-
friend.
isn't that like a music thing?
I'm
Never
sorry,
mind.
what?
Never mind. I'm getting off track.
Oh, I mean, yes.
No, it's just stick this one, and he points at the orb. That it's not like them.
Yeah, no. What it is it's indicative of a certain level of power that says that it should be mine.
Now you want one? No, we don't know what these things do.
Lyric, you're the only person here who knows what this might mean. I need you to kind of like go with me on this, so we know what's safe and what we should block up.
Kyrian, you would know that the ruby dragon is not considered one of the evil dragons in the card game. I'll give you that, right? That's like the highest one that is a positive card,
Okay.
essentially.
Okay. Do I
Well,
know that that's based on reality, or does he still think I rolled a natural 1 and a 2?
No, but you don't like. I mean, you
I
would
mean, I'll
still
tell
know the
you what.
card.
I'll tell you here. Lyric will be like, if I'm no, if I'm being honest with you, no, I don't know really which gemstone is which, or which gemstone dragon. I just kind of know that they're supposed to be extinct.
Gemstone. I mean, like, yeah, like the game. And he kind of pulls out the ruby card, like this, and it's a picture of the ruby dragon.
Yes, exactly like that. I'm assuming
Well, this
Lyric
is like
absolutely has seen this card game before.
Kyrian plays it with whoever will tolerate him.
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
Lyric would play it with
You
him.
need proficient in this.
I don't know if Lyric probably is, right?
Indy is proficient in it. No, Indy literally took 3 Dragon Ante. So
Mhm.
your sister
Yeah.
plays it.
Oh no,
Only
chemistry.
because it
Anyway,
was taught to me.
we're not
It was
gonna
a
discuss
social
that.
thing.
Oh, I'm gonna draw them
let's
playing
see.
cards.
Right. So like Lyric in the game, this is a good thing.
Okay.
Is that how it works? Like this, and he'll pull out one of the chromatic dragons. This is a bad one, like you said, right?
Mhm.
So, does that mean that Ruby is good in real life too?
Let's not make that
You
leap.
know, I honestly, really, I do not know. However, from my knowledge of dragons, I think so. Like, I mean, honestly, probably, because it is all in line with the game. Everything else is, at least, I should say.
Why don't you touch it and try to talk to it?
I don't think. But like,
Let
but hear me out. Hear me out. Here, just
Let-
hang on. Before we decide that, I just want to put this one last thought out. Okay. This one is way more. It messed with me a lot, right? Just to touch it. And in the game, I don't know how realistic this is, but in the game, the Ruby one is the big bad, like the biggest, the strongest. It's
Wait,
intense.
guys, I'm so sorry, but I think I might know how to get the answer. Like right now. I just had an idea.
Hmm.
Okay.
If you all can just give me a moment, and Lyric will start to kind of like walk toward the door out to the balcony. I will be right back. I promise. I'm not going far. I'm just gonna go up and then pop out the wings. I'm not going far. I'm not going far. I promise. And I'll open up the door and then just up into the air.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Well,
I'm just, and then I'll say, "You are in. Are you there?" And then I'll wait for him to appear. But you can keep going with them. I'm sorry.
while he's gone, I'm gonna do a bad thing.
Oh.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, it's not bad. Kirian's gonna wrap it up again and put it back in the safe and lock it, and just kind of look at everyone. Okay,
Why did you do that?
because I'm afraid of it. But in the look,
Reasonably so.
because in the game, right, and so far everything in the game tracks with what Lyric knows about real dragons. In the game, the ruby dragon shits on everything else, right? That's the big one. And we don't know whether that's a good dragon or a bad dragon. And so if that tracks in reality, if the ruby dragon shits on everything, and this thing turns out to be bad and also a ruby dragon, that means it is the most powerful.
Look, all I'm saying is, it's not fair that 3 of us have orbs now. So if anyone else wants an orb, they should be allowed to explore that.
Yeah, but should we really put one that we think we might not physically or mentally be able to handle and blow our mind?
Wait, but the faster timeout. We're figuring out that these might be straight up evil, and your first instinct is it's not fair that some people have some.
We don't know that they're evil.
Have you not listened to anything we talked about?
I mean, you just don't know if they are actually evil or not, though. Like, you're not, 100% sure. And, they've been helping us out and giving us, cool things, and they're awesome to talk to. What's evil about that?
There's a lot of things in the world that give you things you want, and then the back end of it kills you.
So you were wicked suspicious, and still potentially are, of the person who brought me back to life. But you're not suspicious of an orb that might be a dragon that is known to be inherently evil and wants to kill people.
That's because you're putting this on Virdis. Or, you don't know. They paid a price.
What?
I don't know. I just don't know
Am I the only
why
one that
everyone's
wildly
got to
concerned
gang up
about how
on
you are?
mine.
Why are you so defensive of what?
Like,
I mean, we don't know enough about
anything
them to be able
bad.
to- I mean, sometimes intentions, instead of doing something they say, that can make you think there's a lot more that could happen. And I mean, I can't say one way or the other. I don't have a good feeling about it, but that's my own feeling. You know what I mean?
I also feel like Lyric's probably one of the few in the group who probably can talk to someone and intuit someone's intentions the quickest.
Yeah, he's real good at talking. And, he could, put a hand on it and, not get a good feeling and then just be like, nah,
Yeah, we're not saying he has to, attune to it yet, but
Of course.
does
I'm
it
not so
hurt
much afraid of that. I think Lyric could handle any of these. I'm more afraid that this is magically going to overwhelm his mind, and Lyric won't be Lyric anymore. And I don't understand why that's not something that you immediately are afraid of, rather than, well, everybody should have one.
But I mean, you just, maybe you got a bad thing off of it because you already have an orb. You don't know what'll happen when he just touches it. And again, we should trust Lyric that if he touches it and is not vibing with it, that he's not gonna try to talk to it or anything.
Can I insight
Well,
check
you see
Orlin?
Nathan?
What? Okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
sure.
It's 20. This is not. It doesn't feel like normal Corlin.
I mean, it's a soft 20.
She's being real.
Is she being influenced by anything?
Doesn't seem like it.
Oh no.
She just trusts she's legit. Like she trusts Lyric that if he wanted to touch this and if he touched it and got a bad feeling like Kyrian, she wholeheartedly believes in Lyric that he would, not try to do anything with it.
So you're thinking he touches it but doesn't connect with it first,
Right.
just
So is
Yeah,
it not
just like-
coming across when Kyrian says that it, like his mind was being overwhelmed by this?
like these are not our buddies. I'm sorry. Like I don't think that they are. This is like magic. This is heavy stuff. This could really be bad.
Also, just to kind of correct a little bit, it didn't happen when you touched it, it happened when you identified it.
Right. Yeah.
So it wasn't just like, I mean, you touched it for a full 10 minutes while you were casting Identify.
Mhm.
Okay. Just
Does
making
anyone
sure
else
that
have
that is-
identify?
Don't think so.
So it's when
Maybe
you were
Lyric.
trying to deeply look into it, but you just touching it didn't give you the
Heebie-jeebies.
was it Mega, was it so different for Kyrian versus identifying Corallin's orb?
The other ones were old. This was just unfathomably old.
Was it trying to go attack him or in some way mentally, or it was just it's just so old he just could not comprehend it?
Right. Picture an inch, right? How long an inch is. All right. Picture how long a foot is. Picture how long a meter is. Picture how long a mile is. At some point you just know it's a distance. That's what it was like.
Okay.
I know what a mile looks
Kind of like
on my
how,
GPS.
like how a stadium can hold 50,000 people, but it looks the same when it has 50,000 as when it has 20,000.
Yeah, it's just at some point your brain is like, well, there's a lot of this.
Yeah, there's just a lot of people here.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a lot of old.
So no one else can identify it either, right? That we know of.
And they wouldn't learn anything else. And Kyrian
Right.
will spin the lock,
Yeah.
locking it in there.
Yeah. I mean, how much do we want to play with something we don't understand? We already have several of them and we don't know what the outcome's going to be.
You don't want me to answer that.
I say we research it first, as much as we can.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Maybe we're just throwing darts at a wall, but if what Lyric's saying and what we're all kind of guessing is on the right track, I don't know.
Well, then should we just not be buddies with any of our orbs and just put them in the safe?
I don't know yet.
I think
If
everyone
we're
has
right,
their own opinions.
I'll be blunt. If we're right, it seems like yours is definitely evil.
I just don't think that's fair.
I do. I think if something is evil, then it's
Yeah, the truth is that we don't know and we each have feelings on it. I definitely, just from what you've told us about your orb, don't get a good feeling off of it. But that doesn't, that's not the only opinion out there, obviously.
it's also just not that far of a conclusion to jump to. I mean, points at locked parties, points at aura, stories, points at yours, murder.
We're not trying to be mean, we're just saying it doesn't sit right. But I mean, it's yours, you have it, so we can just all keep an eye on all of ours.
I don't know. Maybe they should all be locked up. Maybe not.
I don't know.
just starting to feel like we're playing with things that we.
I mean, if we stop talking, if you guys stop talking to him, what happens? Is there going to be some kind of side effect? I mean, we don't know.
I don't
That's
know,
the
but I
dangerous
also,
part about entangling
yeah.
with something that you don't know about.
I don't feel like it's a situation where we kind of stop and then come back later. I feel like we either stop or don't.
I'd be kind of worried that if we stop talking to them at this point, that there's something could happen from that too.
I mean, I don't know about long term, but I don't talk to Art every day, or even there's days like sometimes I go 2, 3, 4 days without talking to Art. So I mean, in the short term, nothing bad happens for not talking to them.
What happens if we completely break off the connection?
I mean, you guys will lose the benefits you had from it, but I don't know if we need to go there yet.
Yeah.
We have more information now, so why don't we research it before we...
Lyric's gonna come back, and there's a chance Lyric will have answers that will make all this a lot clearer. So let's just take a breath, let's all eat, and wait.
Is the food the shark?
Mm-hmm.
Locke doesn't eat.
You might have rations, though.
I don't eat the shark. Alright, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, do you not eat anything just out of curiosity,
No.
or do you just...
No, he'll pull out like a ration if he's got any of his rations left. But he's not going to eat any of the shark right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Interesting.
Lyric, when you call for Yuaren, you get no response.
What?
You call
Yuaren.
for him.
I'll just like I'll go a little higher up in the air. Yuaren?
Lyric.
Ah,
He looks real peaky. I mean, which is weird for a ghost. He looks
peaky?
like almost like he didn't sleep, except for he doesn't sleep, you know, like kind of
Like he's been run ragged?
sort of. I mean, he looks stressed.
Pale from illness or fatigue? Sickly?
Yes.
Okay.
Pale.
Peaky. Okay. Yuaren, what's wrong?
The fight last night? Or not yet last night. Oh, I don't know what day it is. Anyways, I think that that's the person who killed me.
What? What person? Which person? The one I killed?
The one in the hood.
One in the hood? Can you remind me? I'm sorry.
The hooded cloak. There was the person who we don't know whether they're male or female because they're wearing a hooded cloak. And that's what he's talking.
There was the Portland guy.
Yeah.
And then there was the other one, which is the hooded one.
Right, the one that was casting magic more.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Just a feeling. Feel sick. Not really sick, but just a feeling.
We will do everything that we can to figure out who that is. Hopefully, I mean, well, can I ask you, I mean, do you want vengeance?
I mean, he flies up real close and kind of just places, I mean, you don't feel anything, but places a hand on either side of your face. Lyric, if it is who I think it is, they're incredibly powerful. This is big.
Wait, did you say he put a hands on my face or next to my face?
Like on either side of your face, as though he were holding it. You can't feel it, but
Damn it.
like he's
Okay.
really trying to really like impart
Yeah.
upon you. Like he makes very direct eye contact.
Baby.
Um, you don't have
They
anything.
slaughtered thousands.
Yoren, what are we dealing with here? Who is it?
I don't know. I never saw their face. Just a twitch of their hand. Something hit my chest. Remember feeling like something was eating me up from the inside. Remember kind of doubling over in pain and clutching my face, pulling my hand back. Remember blood? And he kind of gestures to the sort of markings on his face. Everything was bleeding, but I didn't have any wounds. I mean, it all happened really quickly.
I'm so sorry. That is so terrible. I can't imagine. So, what was the circumstance? Where
The
you
battle?
encountered each other? Yeah.
Um,
You said you fought in like a. Didn't you say that you fought in like a war or something like that?
I did. My brother went first. He died. It was my turn. Next in line.
What was your brother's name?
Doesn't tell me. I gotta look at my notes. I don't know. Let me find it.
Take your time.
Yeah, I'll look for it. I'm looking for it. Hmm. Boop, 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 boop. Every once in a while, this music sounds like Chariots of Fire. It's not, is it?
Bum 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 bum. It does do that
That's
every now
where
and
it
then.
does. Yeah, and I'm like,
You're right.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm running in slow motion. Okay, here it is. His name was Savael.
Savael, what a beautiful name, and I'm so sorry. Could you spell that for me?
Savael.
And he went before you said.
He fought first, when it was a smaller conflict. And then it just got bigger. People started dying, and at some point, I don't know that I necessarily was enlisting because he was dead. I think it was more to do with just the machine of war, I guess. We needed more armies, and I had been trained. Actually got to lead a small regiment.
was young, but I had the training and I was good with people.
You had your own command.
A small one. I feel like they were desperate at that point, but I did okay.
What battle was this?
For us, it was, I don't know that it had a name.
Huh. I'm sure
Um,
at your point it didn't, but maybe it does now. Do you know where it took place or something that maybe I could
Mhm.
find it in a book, I guess? I don't know. It's such a strange conversation to be having, you know?
Cho'Aton. But it's where Cho'Aton is.
Cho'Aton.
Near the southern part of the main continent, not the Isle. Just to show you where that is, because you guys would all know this.
We would all know
Um,
this, you said.
I mean, all of you would know what he meant by
Like
the
this is
southern
like a
part of.
well-known... Oh, just well
No. Yeah,
Okay.
what? Yeah. Like, so he'd be talking about like not this part of Cho'Aton right here, not Omen's Claw, Cho'Aton.
Wait, what are you
where
pointing at?
Well, I
Oh,
switched
wait,
the map.
do you have... Oh, it didn't pull up for me. Hang on, let me refresh.
Okay.
I'm still on the captain's quarters. Oh, you probably
Ah.
switched it for you, but just need to bring us over.
I'm an idiot. Thank you.
No, you're not an idiot.
It's late.
You got a lot of shit to juggle.
But that.
And juggling shit is never fun. Okay, where?
So I mean, so basically, he said the southern part of Cho'Aton, which would be like down here-ish,
Okay.
but the main continent, not the Isle, which would be down here.
So near Colefell.
I mean, or you know,
Garagal.
yeah, exactly. Like just that southern part, not like down near Glenarm, not there.
Okay. And this is gonna this might sound insane, just because, you know, for me, I've never seen one, and I've always wanted to. It's actually other than perhaps pirates, they've been at the top of my list of dreams to see from my storybooks. Dragons, and were there dragons at this battle?
There was one.
What was the name? If you know.
I don't know that I knew the name. I can tell you what it looked like, though.
That would be great.
It was map. It was almost silver colored, but it was weird because it was difficult to look at.
You said silver colored, but it was difficult to look at.
Yeah, it would. I don't think it was a silver dragon. It had a way of reflecting the light, and directing that to blind its enemies, I think. That's what I think it was doing.
Blinded it is okay.
And I don't believe that silver dragons do that. It seemed too shiny to be a silver dragon.
And the reason, and I hope you know, Yoren, when I talk to you, you are free to just talk about whatever you want. I'm here for you as well. You are my friends, and I know that you're kind of, I guess, I don't know, my spirit guide. I don't know, but I want to talk to you as well. I mean, you know, you're for lack of a better word, living this life still, and so if you have anything that you want to talk about, just let me know. But when I originally came up here, I was coming up to talk about these orbs, which I know that you're aware of, and you've probably seen that we think that they might be related to dragons. Does that sound familiar to you? Anything about that?
I'm gonna see. Let me see. I'm not. I fought, and I did have some magical items that I had, you know, given from my family, inherited, purchased, depending what you're talking about. But I mean, there were magic
I would like
users.
to put a pin in that because I would like to talk to you about those items and see if I can find them. But continue, please.
But they were, I mean, there were magic users that were fighting too. It was not just, fighters, soldiers. We had magic users on our side. We had the dragon on our side until it fell.
Wait, you had the dragon on your side? The dragon was on your side?
Yes, yes.
So the silver-colored one, it's not a silver dragon, but it's silver-colored. It was on your side.
It could have been a silver dragon. I guess I don't really know an awful lot about dragon. Yeah.
Okay. But it was on your side.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It was small. Like I said, I was lower ranking for a commander.
You said the dragon was small?
For a dragon. I remember hearing it liked to throw parties. I think I would have enjoyed meeting it.
The dragon liked to throw parties.
Yeah, I mean at night to kind of keep morale up.
But you don't remember the dragon's name?
I never met it.
Understood. Okay. When you were...
It was supposed to be funny.
Huh?
It was supposed to be funny, is what I heard. Good sense of humor.
The dragon was supposed to be funny, good sense of humor? Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you know, like to throw parties, you know. It sounds like people like to come to them too. When you were alive, were gemstone dragons still around that you're aware of?
No, let's see if he's aware of it. This is worse. This is fine. This is happening. This will be over soon. Don't ruin this. Lyric falls into the water.
Oh yeah, no, I have been thinking about the fact that my wings do only last for a minute, and so I was going to talk to you about it later, but my idea was either basically that we would either fly over to the Empty Crow's Nest, or if Soon would so allow it in a time such as this, where it is easy, perhaps maybe if she could continue to allow my wings to work. But you know, it's up to
we'll say Crow's Nest just because I mean it'd be cool maybe in the future, but yeah, I'm gonna say
that's totally.
Totally.
So we fly over to the Crow's Nest at some point.
Yeah. There's two.
Yeah, so whichever. I think there's usually like a lookout in one and then not in the other. Usually, I think something like that, right?
Usually.
We find, yeah, that's fine.
Except for Bally,
They're on a pee break.
Ballyhoo is in the other one, but Ballyhoo is currently in the bedroom, so we're
It's
good.
fine. Kevis is on a pee break. It's fine.
Yeah. I've heard of gem dragons. I heard that they were extinct. I've never seen one. I've seen pictures.
Then this is something that's older than even both of us. You are in. Because they're, obviously extinct for me too, so. Okay, so, with all of that being said, and thinking that perhaps these orbs might be involved with dragons, we have found an orb that I cannot help but believe looks like a ruby. I know, of course, that soon is not directly connected to anything that is involved with rubies necessarily, but I've always just felt a draw to them, I guess just because of her. And I thought I was going to ask you, do you think I should try to speak with his orb if possible?
I mean, it's a magic item. Is it safe?
I don't know. That's kind of, I was hoping for some, I guess, guidance from my spirit guide.
I know. Your friends have them. They seem to be doing okay.
They do, and I do know that as long as enough of them, honestly, as long as Indy stays okay, no matter what happens to me, if she can get me back to the Lady of Love, they can help me. They can, whatever happens, they can help me. She can, and I know that she would do that. But I thought, just randomly in my head, I had this thought, Yoren's watching right now, and I wonder what he thinks I should do, because I know what I feel like I should do. So.
I mean, I think you can trust your friends. I think Locke and Corlin have some tricks. I
know that they have tricks, but also both of them have orbs.
Sure.
So I was kind of thinking somebody who is orbless, and then also just ultimately the most trustworthy, which is always going to be my sister,
Oh, I just mean as far as if something were to happen to you, wouldn't they be able to help?
Well, if something were to happen to me at the expense of the orb, I don't necessarily know that they would be intrigued to help if their orbs tell them not to,
Have they changed since they found these orbs? Because of the orbs? People.
I do, here's the thing. I do know people, and I think I know people very well, and despite all of that, these people, they are, it's like the people that are closest to me are the ones that I find the hardest to read, Anybody else out there, it's almost like they're just some sort of character going about their day. I don't know. This probably sounds crazy.
Out of everybody you know, who annoys you the most?
Indy.
Really gets under your skin.
Indy.
Out of everybody you know, who do you trust most in the world?
Indy.
Just because you don't understand everything they're doing doesn't mean you can't trust them.
I know she's got my back. Yeah, you're right.
I think that it has more to do The more you know about something, the more you understand how little you know. Right? The more you know these people, the more you know how little you know about these people.
I will say, if there is one thing that I've learned throughout this entire journey that I've gone on with these people, it's that the more I think that I grow and continue to learn, the more my world expands, and it just seems like everything around me, it's like I feel like I know more, but I'm also aware of how much I don't know. As my world expands,
I think it's the same with people.
I think you're right.
I think you can trust them. I've got a good feeling about them.
I will place my hand next to Yoren's as well and rub it as Lyric can in his own way and say, all right, I should probably head back before they get worried. They know that my wings won't stay out for very long.
He smiles. You want me to go with you?
Always.
All right.
Then I'll head down and I guess come back in through the main door of the captain's
Hey!
Thought you said you weren't going to be gone long.
Yeah, hey guys.
I'm kidding.
Hello.
Hi.
What you guys been doing?
Just debating things.
Ah, as you should. Well, boys, do I have some information to share with you all. And then, blah, I will share everything that I just learned from Yoren to them. About the dragons and the possible battle, or not possible, the battle, and that there was a dragon at the battle that was silverish, but difficult to look at. Probably not a silver dragon, difficult to look at, could kind of blind its enemies, small, was into parties.
I was going to say, do you think that dragon could be R?
That's what I was thinking. You know, when he said that, I was like, oh, that's interesting. But what I don't know is that a characteristic of your particular friend, or just dragons like your friend?
Right.
Yeah.
Kyrian starts like pointing erratically at Locke.
So like there's so much going on here between all these different things and all these different like threads that might tie everything together, but it all sounds nuts. I'm just saying.
But like, does that not sound perfect?
No, that's the problem. Like,
Time out.
this is bizarre.
So hang on. Locke, what does your orb let you do?
I can make myself like have no like bones kind of, and then I can like slink under very, very tiny little under things. Like I can.
That's so weird. And guys, I know
I
I'm
can do
so
a couple
sorry.
spells.
I have to go use the loo. I'll be right back.
Okay. Shit. Okay, this is actually fine. Mega, can I do something real quick?
Okay.
So it clicked for me that I was reading through notes that I have on my orb. And when I first talked to Aura, I never asked Aura what Aura wanted. She just said something like, tell me about yourself. And Kyrian said, I like to tell stories. And she was like, I like stories too.
Mm-hmm.
But Kyrian, do you think it's fair that Kyrian could make the jump that Locke's orb wanted something without being prompted? Portland's orb wanted something without being prompted. Aura's never asked Kyrian for anything. Is that Michael made that leap that maybe Aura doesn't give a shit about stories in the end, and there's something else they might actually want, like those two orbs?
I mean, you could ask.
Okay.
You can make any leaps you want to, but you
Okay.
could. I mean, yeah.
Just don't want to be a dick. And so he'll kind of pick up Aura and just in his head, hey Aura,
Yes, Kyrian.
I was wondering.
Oh, so sorry. I peed off the end of the ship. I'm back.
We can
Kyrian?
keep going with the other thing. It's okay.
Kyrian?
Rat. Sorry, I was distracted by another worldly force. Right. So, do you want anything? Like, is there anything I could do for you?
No. I mean, I like it when you tell me stories.
Yeah, and I love telling you stories, and I'm trying to kind of make a story as we go, right? Like, hoping that eventually, at some point, you know, maybe with your help, we could write a real cool story about all this and make a book out of it or something. But I don't know. What do you want? Like, what do you enjoy? If I could do anything for you, what would it be?
Just like to hear about the world. Can't see it anymore.
Anymore?
Because it's an orb.
I know, but we said anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You sure that's all you want?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Alba.
You're welcome, Kyrian.
I'll set the orb back down. Okay, so now that we're all back together. So, weird, shiny, silver-ish, kind of not silver, dragon that likes parties. And then he points at Locke's orb. Weird, kind of silver, but not silver-ish orb that likes parties.
Yeah.
Fair? Fair?
Fair.
Does you Warren know what the name of the dragon was?
Unfortunately, he did not.
Damn, that would have been real good.
He said he had a small command during this battle, but from the way he made it sound, it wasn't substantial enough that he was, talking to the dragon that they had on their side.
Okay.
So.
Still, he got to go into a big fight with a dragon. That is cool.
Yeah, did you Warren mention other dragons on their side?
No, just the one.
Okay.
Said there was just the one. But the thing that I find interesting, well, for one, I think we have a. Well, actually, wait. What? Out of character. When I was gone, did Locke talk to his orb?
No.
No.
Oh. Locke, why don't you perhaps speak with your orb and see if it knows anything about the... It would have been a battle that happened near the southern side of Choetan. Perhaps, around... DM, tell me if I'm... Or actually, can you just tell me how to pronounce that? Is it Garagil? Garagil?
Yeah, Garagil.
Garagil.
The three, Garagil, Colfell, and Shen are the three that are kind of, yeah.
Awesome. College of Eloquence. He's got, he has to say it right. Perhaps around Garagil.
Yeah, I can ask R. And he'll pull R back out, and he'll be like, "Hey, R, do you remember a battle on the near the southern tip of Choetan, near that word that I can't make myself say for some reason? Garagil? Thank you. Does that sound familiar?
Not Garagil. Colfell.
Colfell?
Colfell.
Is he speaking out loud when he speaks to his orb or in his mind?
At this point, he is.
He's speaking out loud?
Actually, he probably wouldn't have been until Cole fell, and then he would have said, Cole fell?
Yeah, and then Lyric would have been... Well, he would have said it however he heard it. But wait, Cole fell? Perhaps? Yeah.
But you do remember it.
The price has been paid.
The price has been paid? Okay.
Are you all having a slumber party tonight?
It definitely seems that way.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Could I join?
Yeah. I'll keep you out and let you know what's going on.
Nice. I've been lonely.
I'm sorry about that. It's been crazy. Been distracted. But yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you, Piper.
Wait, guys! I know.
Oh no! Wait a minute!
Ah!
The dragon can hear us. The dragon can hear us. The dragon can hear us.
Guys, Mike can hear you! And I look at the group and I just go, I think it's safe to say that this dragon that was in the battle with your friend is now our. They remembered the battle.
One and the same. Really?
Yeah.
Kyrian rubs his face and
I mean,
hops off the desk.
When I try and ask more about it, they just say that the price has been paid.
He walks over to the safe, slides it back out.
Do we know who won
Kyrian.
that war?
Kyrian.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I will follow right behind Kyrian as he does this. Kyrian,
Look.
Kyrian, hey.
What?
Let me speak to this orb.
That's what I'm about to do.
Wait, what? No.
Kyrian.
Guys.
And then I will turn to I will turn to Indy and I will say I will put my hand on Indy's shoulder and like I'd like to think that they know each other, you know, they know each other well enough that like this is obviously Lyric being his like most sincere hand on the shoulder like Indy, I spoke with you, Oren. I truly believe that this will be okay. That being said, part of that discussion was that if anything does happen, I know that you are here to protect me.
Yeah, but can I protect you against a dragon? I'm just saying,
Well,
like, I get
I
it.
don't think you'll have to.
But
Indeed.
all right.
I don't think you'll have to. However, if something happens to me, I speak to this orb, I go insane, I don't know, descend into madness. Which I don't think is going to happen, but if that does happen, just get me to the Lady of Love, okay? They can
Okay,
help.
doesn't mean I have to like this though.
Everything that I know, they know, including the spell that I tried to unlock.
Okay.
Somebody there can do that. Just get me to the Lady of Love, okay?
Actually, I think I
Okay.
might know a spell like that too.
Kyrian will unlock the safe.
It sounds like
does, right?
perhaps
Doesn't
even
Thorn have one?
it sounds like perhaps even Locke might know it.
Or Carr.
And I'm hearing a voice in the air say that perhaps even Coralyn might know it.
Weird how
Wait,
this
no,
all...
Coralyn doesn't know Greater Restoration, right?
Doesn't she?
Not greater restoration, no.
Yes, sir.
But does
Never
Locke-
She knows lesser, remove, curse, and revivify.
Okay. I knew you had
does
some.
Locke know?
No, I know remove curse.
Remove curse. Oh, okay. Because I took Greater Restoration because I was pretty sure Coralyn. But anyway, yeah.
So Kyrian pulls out the orb in its bag, and he will kind of, keeping his hand on it, set it on the desk, before we do this, we're all gonna make a deal. All of us. All of us. And this is the deal. 1, Indy chooses. Indy's the only one without an orb. If Indy says orb goes away, no matter who it is, orb goes away.
Deal.
2, we don't fight each other. If everybody in the group starts saying, hey, this is what we think needs to happen, we do it. And if we ever find out that these orbs are just bad in general, I don't care how fancy the magic they give us is, they all go away.
You know, Kieran, I agree with you 100%. And not only that, we really haven't taken a chance to talk about this, and I kind of just want to like be the weirdo who's like super open and brings this up. We're like a group.
Family.
We're a family.
No, I've been saying this since I met you guys.
Well, I know that, Locke. And Locke, you know, we've known each other for a long time now. But I guess since we've kind of had friends come and go and everything, at this point, it just kind of feels like it's worth almost saying, I guess again, that like we're a team, right? Everybody here is as equally dedicated as everybody else, and we're a team, right?
Yes.
We can count on each other. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just because I like work.
No, I mean we've been through enough where I think we all have each other's best interests in mind and everything, and I mean I think we just need to keep an eye on them, you know.
Maybe it's just because I like words or I like ceremony or something like that. But as a group, do we have a name?
We don't.
I mean, technically.
So we've had a name in the past.
Technically?
But it feels different now. Right?
I don't know. I wasn't here in the past.
Well, we used to travel with a friend of ours, a spellcaster sort of.
Yeah, I met him.
Yeah, Eildor. Did you meet him?
Yeah, he was on my ship for a while.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And you know, at that time when we had like a bit of a different, I guess, lineup, you would say, we were known as the Crimson Talon, but it just doesn't. As much as I love that name, and I think it's a fantastic name to apply to that group in history, I think we're different. Right?
Did you have something else in mind?
Nothing in particular. I just kind of wanted to open up the idea of possibly.
That's a great topic for the sleepover.
Yeah, no, that
That's
seems
true.
like a sleepover topic to me.
Definitely.
Like if we were to have like if we were playing a game where we had like sessions that we played weekly and we were gonna do
totally
a sleepover, we would talk about what we were gonna name ourselves, kind of thing,
Definitely.
right?
If that were a thing that we did, we would totally.
If that were a thing, this would be the time to do it, right?
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
Yeah, you
but
got me, buddy.
but
Yeah.
like I love this lyric. I do. But I do want to solidify this because I'm tired of finding families and then having them die on me. So here's the deal. Indy makes the final call. Period.
Always, with anything ever.
And there's no.
It's been true.
Yeah. There's no getting upset.
Ooh,
There's no arguing.
Let me just say, as her, you know, and I am her brother. I am her brother. None of the rest of you share blood with her like I do. I am her brother, and let me just say, Indy, despite the fact that she may be, you know what, Indy's great, and I love her. I love her, and she has always protected me and always kept me safe no matter what. And at the end of the day, as much as I do love you as well, Corlin, I do think Indy has the most level-headed mind.
Well, let's not. I don't want to be compared to anybody, but I don't think that it'll be.
But you're definitely the thinker. You are the one who has that sort of talent. And you're always level-headed, and you always think things through. And I know that I'm impulsive as fuck. Locke is impulsive as fuck. Lyric is kind of impulsive sometimes. Oh, don't even start. And Corlin is less impulsive than I am, but still impulsive.
Corlin is like in between me and my sister.
Probably, yeah.
Closer to my sister, but still.
Indy is also about to be the only person in this group without an orb.
Yeah.
So
besides Ballyhoo.
Oh yeah. But Indy.
Well, Ballyhoo is kind of just an orb in and of themselves.
Well, sounds like they're not interested in one either. So.
You get to make the final call from now on.
Well, I look at Corlin. I don't want to speak for everybody.
No,
that's what we need right
that's what we as a group are doing, and this was a long-winded way, which is, College of Eloquence, what can you expect? This was a long-winded way of saying we as a group are going to put you in this specific position of power to say that you have the final call when it comes to the orbs.
Well, let's talk about it maybe a little more later tonight. I appreciate it.
I think the people with the orbs need to agree to this now, because we don't know if tomorrow we will be ourselves or not. We're playing with things we don't understand, and we with the orbs need to agree to this.
I have been skeptical of these orbs in Indy. You know this about me. Like, I've been skeptical of these orbs this entire time, but hearing Kyrian, an orb wielder, if you will.
Look, I'm the group. Do dumb shit. Okay,
He's
I'm
the group orb guy. I mean, when you really think about it, he had an orb first, and even he is saying that you should have the final call. So I trust him.
Right. No, I understand that, and let's
Locke, do you agree?
think about it right now, okay? Let's just think about it, and we can come to a decision a little bit later.
Do you agree to it?
Because I don't want to be in a position where,
this isn't about feelings anymore. This is about life and death.
Yeah, this is a life and death situation. This is and really, Indy, as much as we love you, we're not really asking you as much as we're asking Locke. Do you agree?
Does Locke answer? I hear Card laughing in the back.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of how Locke would answer.
It's kind of a yes or no, buddy. I feel like this is pretty straightforward as far as things go that we do together.
Yeah, you're kind of not responding, and it's kind of making me nervous, my friend.
Do you agree that if Indy tells you to put the orb away, you will do it?
On the condition that she's not doing it just because she's worried about them, because I know she's already worried about them. If she sees a change or an issue and we need to take them away, yes. If she tells me to put it away, I will put it away.
As things stand right now, we're all concerned about them in different ways, but I'm not going to take something from someone unless there's something bad that happens.
Then
I can agree.
But I also don't know if I'm comfortable being in that position, because
we're all gonna do it. We're all gonna be watching each other. We're all gonna be watching each other, but we need you to be the voice of reason in all this.
Yeah, Indy, I want you to know this is the kind of thing that, like, perhaps this is like a kind of I guess I should say like a panic button sort of situation. This isn't a thing of like,
I know.
Yeah. So you don't need to stress about it. We're not trying to put pressure on you or anything like that.
Well, I worry about everything, so now, anyways.
Well, that's kind of like your character, and I love that, and I love that about you, and you've kept me safe and kept me alive for very long with that same attitude. But really, this isn't about putting pressure on you, and I don't want you to feel the pressure. So please, just know, you have this power, but you don't have to use it, even if you feel like you might need to. You don't have to use it. You just have this. really what it is, and then I turn to Locke, this is more about you and me and Kyrian and Coralyn and agreeing together that if Indy tells us to put down the orb, we put down the orb.
My idea, honestly, is that if someone gets not in their right mind, they're not going to listen to anyone anyways. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's
the point. If we agree to this and Indy says it's time to put the orb away and they say no, it's a pretty clear indication that it's definitely time to put the orb away.
Yes, exactly. And even if they don't put the orb away, the rest of us as a team know they are disobeying orders that we have all agreed upon as a team. Is the law of the land. So
how about this? Let's include Ballyhoo in this when
Ballyhoo already said that they don't want any part.
Yeah, no, Ballyhoo's
but I want to get their
100% on
opinion
track with this.
on if they think that that's well.
Indy, we need you to be that person for us.
I don't think that everyone's comfortable with it, and I don't want to.
Well, that's what we're gonna find out. So let them answer.
I already said yes.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. I think we're good at this point. Andy, this is not about putting pressure on you, so please do not worry. It will be okay.
I'm
It's
willing.
really just more about making sure that Locke agrees, and it sounds like Locke does agree. So
I agree to it wholeheartedly. Lyric.
Kyrian.
Lyric, I love you to death, but we are not in agreement.
Why?
Because I don't like it.
Seriously, if your orb starts fucking with your head and starts making you a bad person, you're not willing to agree that if Indy says put the orb down, you're becoming a bad person, you're going to put the orb down. How is that not the most easy black and white thing you've ever heard?
Like Indy of all people. Like Cora, you've been in the group for a long time now. You know Indy.
I do know
You
Indy.
two are best friends. How is it not obvious that if Indy said to you, Coralyn, you're going down a dark path, I think it's because the orb is manipulating you, put it down, that you'd be okay with that?
I think that this is not going to go the way that you guys are thinking, and I don't want to be.
That's fine. Then maybe we shouldn't be using these orbs at all.
Yeah, no, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from
this. The point of this is that if we can't agree that if someone's going down a bad path and the orb is the reason for it to put it away, we should put them all away now.
I think the problem is just one person deciding for everyone. I think that's the problem here. Instead of being a group
it would be a group thing, but the person deciding is also the only person.
Hang on. Kyrian.
I think we're trying to force people's hand when we just that's not going to happen at this point.
We definitely, Kyrian and I definitely agree on this. But I feel like we didn't give Cora a chance to actually say what she wanted to say. What were you getting at? What do you mean that we're not in agreement?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. No matter what anyone has said, Kyrian and Locke have had their orbs, and it was no problem whatsoever with them having their orbs. And then the moment, this one came along, sure, he's, it's a little, he's a little bit of an oddball, but now they're all bad, and now we gotta worry.
I understand. Okay, yeah, no, that's a very fair point. That is a very fair point, and to approach that, I just from the friendly standpoint, the more we learn about them, the more we might have to change our opinions on them, including finding a new one and perhaps, thinking that we might have to approach them with a different viewpoint, right?
I just know that no one lacks the one I have. So,
not true.
Most people don't like the one I have.
I think it's weird that it wants to murder people, but I also trust you. I'm saying if it starts to manipulate your mind, it needs to go. Just like if Aura started to get in my mind and fuck with my head, I would hope you all would tell me to put it down and then force me to put it down if I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's so foggy about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if Lyric, who's about to touch this one that might be stronger or more powerful than all of them, if he starts to go weird because it's messing with his head, and we told him put it down, that he would listen to us or that we would do it for him. That's
Yes.
the whole point of this.
Kind of like the bag of holdings that I had that made me
Crazy.
not really capable of letting go.
Well, yeah, if it was something like that, but it hasn't been like that, and no one has. Most people haven't liked mine anyway.
Cora, it hasn't been like that. We're just what we're trying to do is get ahead of it, so that if it becomes like that, we can be prepared. But
these aren't just items; these are beings.
These are magic, fucking
potentially dragons.
Yeah.
I'm not in agreement, and I want to take a break.
Insight check.
You can insight
I already
check.
did that, and I was told it wasn't magical, but
I know, but I'm gonna do it now too. Just be safe.
And then we're gonna just leave it at it, and we're gonna be done with it. Because
21.
There's nothing else we can do.
You can.
Like she's being honest.
She is being honest, and she is extremely upset.
Okay. So guys, we're gonna table this right now. We're not gonna get anywhere, and we all have to work together. We all should work together. We're families. We're not all gonna agree on it, so we just need to keep an eye on each other and go from there. That's it. I'm sorry.
And I need a break, and Corlin's gonna leave.
Kyrian looks pissed.
Yeah, Lyric's kind of frustrated too, but he's gonna look to Kyrian and be like, "Well, we can agree on this," and it sounds like even Locke does. So at least for now,
how is this even an argument that we're having right now?
I don't know, and we're gonna
how is if I am a danger to the people that I'm gonna call family, I will put down a magic weapon?
Kyrian, I know
something that upsets someone.
I know.
I think
I
she's
know.
worried that we're gonna all overreact and take it from her.
I understand the hesitation. Not only do I understand. No, I'm saying I understand your hesitation, Kyrian, and not only do I understand it, I think that it might even be cause for concern with her current orb. That being said, from what I discussed with you, Aaron, and from you, me, and Locke agreeing to this, I still feel comfortable talking to this orb, or at least seeing what I can get from it.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, it all makes me nervous, but I mean, yeah.
I mean, Indy, just get back to the Lady of Love.
I know, but that's still doesn't reassure me that everything's going to be fine.
That's true. That's true.
So, I'm just going to worry about it no matter what.
But you can definitely overpower me, so it'll be fine. If you have to beat the shit out of me to get me to the Lady of Love, I know you can. So I think it'll be okay.
Okay, what's happening?
All right, so Lyric's gonna.
I guess it just depends on if Kyrian is gonna give me the orb.
Yeah. Yeah, Kyrian is. Damn. Kyrian is glaring at the door, and without looking down, he pulls the string on the bag and rolls the orb out towards Lyric.
I will pick it up. And as I pick it up, I will say, I'll even say it out loud. Lyric will just say, "Soon, I hope this be your will. If not, please protect me. I am your servant always."
See if it addresses itself as Thawne without you prompting it.
Lyric?
Hello?
Lyric Elisar.
Hmm.
Ooh. It's a pleasure to speak with you.
Questions.
Answers.
Maybe.
I think Mega cut off. Did you say, do you have questions?
Nope. No, it
She
said
just
you
had
have
questions.
No,
you,
yeah.
No, you have questions.
Yeah. Oh, you have questions.
Yeah,
Oh,
it cut her off a little bit.
you.
We just heard the word questions.
Yeah, I just heard the word question, so I was just like answers.
Word association.
So
Butterfly.
then in that case, yes, I have questions. Do you have answers?
We're gonna end there.
No, no.
Wait, what? No, come on. Oh, damn.
I will. I'm gonna say
This is
about
bad.
this time, Locke gets up and is gonna go after Corlin. Make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Make
This
note of
is
that somewhere.
bad.
This is like, oh man. Oh, this is the first time in a minute that it's been like lyric attached that I've been like, no.
Yeah.
It's been so long since the story has had anything to do with lyric. It's just like, which is totally fine, but it's just like now I'm just frustrated. I want to know everything. Tell me everything.
Whee!
I want to know all the secrets.
Hey, I gotta figure it out.
But I would like to. I was thinking it'd be cool to make a glossary for our campaign. If you want to tell me how, if I like message you and just ask how shit's spelled, if you'll tell me, I can like kind of put it in the glossary and a quick explanation of what it is.
Sure.
Word. I'll begin to make it, and then if I have questions, I'll ask you.
Lovely. Oh, I suppose you guys get some experience points, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
Eee.
Battle and a whole shit ton of
This
story
is
lore.
Yeah, this is a heavily.
Yeah, the session has ended. And nobody else has spoken except for me and you.
Oh no.
The rest of you guys okay?
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah, I'm
I've
good.
been talking. Has anyone heard me?
Oh no, I
Oh,
haven't
no,
heard
I
you.
haven't heard you. I'm sorry. No.
Okay, no, that's okay. Yeah.
I was like,
I was like, oh, this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
I'm having
terrified.
fun.
there is.
Oh no, and this
I'm
is
having
like,
fun.
like,
I'm having fun. I'm worried about Corlin.
Like, I
and aren't going
have
to be friends
loved-
anymore.
I have loved our game throughout, but like this is the first session in a while where it's ended, and I've been like, God fucking damn it, like just 10 more minutes, come on.
right.
Right.
Which is good. That's the good shit. That's the good shit right there. That's like
Just
MSG.
feel like, you know that feeling when you have a session where it's like it was real good, but it was bad. You know what I mean? Like it was
Mm-hmm.
like something
Yes.
bad happened, but it feels good. Like that's what because Corlin did like one of the things that crosses Kyrion's like no line.
Well, my thing with Corlin specifically is that for me it's really difficult to tell if that is